Gamers, what are the vibes? Hello, welcome to Daybreak 5.25. This is Grand Blue Rising. We're fresh on that new patch. Have some Grand Blue action going on for y'all tonight here at twitch.tv and youtube.com/plusgg. My name is Kraken Atkins. I'm excited to see what's going on. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have not had a lot of time to check out the patch notes or the patch. This thing is brand spanking new. It just came out yesterday. First match is already showing that we're gonna be going into some Galleon action. So I'm excited. Hopefully a Galleon can win the tournament and just simply show me what I'm supposed to be doing with this character when I boot up. But yeah, I think we have about 11 people tonight. I'm hyped to see it all go, and we will be starting out with Deerskin versus Acid Cookies. And let's get it going. I'm going to go ahead and tell this game to start. Of course, exclamation point bracket in the chat if you want to follow along, see who's all locked in for tonight. And exclamation point Matcherino as well is going to be an important one. We have a $50 pop bonus going for tonight's tournament. And beyond that, we do also have a codes. We have codes, so be sure to utilize those Matcherino codes. Sorry, I was hearing an echo. It should be fixed now, but here we go. Game one coming in Deerskin on the Versusia, who I've heard through the grapevine has gotten touched a bit in terms of the balance department, a few nerfs. What is this intro? It's gonna be going up against Galleon. Are these Dizzy colors? Dog, I'm so behind. Like, I haven't even watched the Galleon character overview yet. Not fully. I know like basics of her kit though. I know that she has like a very rolls soul throw-esque command throw. She has like the dive kick command throw, which is interesting. The rock is the one that's kind of wild. Like, there's different levels of the rock that you can place on the ground, and like EX and ult kind of enhance like the rock properties. Okay, it's not quite a Dizzy color. It looks very Dizzy-esque on the intro, but here we go. We're tapping in here. Acid has already gotten the Galleon the Master. Alright, so applying a lot of this corner pressure here. Gonna be finding the wall bounce, has plenty of resources. Drops the combo, is probably gonna be needing to go into auto combo the SBA. There it is, taking round one. Okay. Ooh, okay, finding that overhead, pushing to the corner, trying to make use of that 2L. That jump in reached from surprisingly far. I think there's just an extended hurt box there from Deerskin that allowed for that. Into the corner we go. There it is, the EX dive. Okay, did you get a combo in the corner? Not quite. I wonder if ult gives a combo, if none of them give a combo. I feel like that would be quite strong if any of those versions give a combo, but that's just me. Gets the launcher. Not looking for SSBA quite yet. Misses the throw. That's probably a matter of Versusia having that acceleration run, right? You can't get like a typical run speed to go for like a tick throw of that kind. So just did not run quite far enough. Acid Cookie's able to capitalize, take round one. Game one, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, so that's that EX anti-air throw that on whiff throws a rock. So can double as not only an anti-air tool, but also like a projectile tool in a sense. Probably really good for anti-fireball, so. Oh, trying to go for that tick throw again. Yeah, unfortunately, Deerskin just not accelerating far enough in order to find that throw. Okay, getting the knockdown. Sets up the target that is for the rock. We are lobbing that button. Looks like far H, I'm not sure. Ooh, okay, good amount of whiff recovery on that EX dive, so you gotta be really careful where you place that. Interesting how that mark stays in place, doesn't go away until probably you detonated or place a new one. Ooh, 6XL caught Acid out of the skies. Would have loved to see like a Raging Strike conversion there from Deerskin, just did not quite have it. Gonna go for the reversal though, knockdown. Honestly, has the life with this as well. Gonna be seeing a Brave counter utilization. Find the EX scoop. That's very KOF Dolores-esque. We are chipping away. How can you be a zoner and a grappler at the same time, bro? The character gotta be good, right? Surely. Oh no! That was that is some day one unfamiliarity right there. Yeah, Deerskin not recognizing they were in chip range. Sees this girl just like take to the skies and flash. I was like, what's that? And then little did they know, They had to spot dodge. They had to spot dodge in order to not die. All right. So finds the overhead. Clash yet again. I'm not a fan of clashes in any game. I can't think that fast. Okay. Scoop. Setting up shop. Yeah, kind of an interesting... So something that I noticed there, right? Acid set up the target underneath Deerskin and then ran forward to try to apply pressure. But that made the target not as valuable anymore, right? Because the screen is pulling back as Deerskin is walking back. I wonder if it's actually a better idea, or maybe not even a better idea, but situationally not a bad idea, to set up the target and then maintain the full screen positioning. So there's no screen pull to have your target no longer be really part of the equation there. It could also maybe force your opponent to approach if they don't want to be under the target, but I don't know. I'm theory crafting here. While I'm theory crafting, since like As Cookies has it all figured out, they will be getting a 2-0 victory over Deerskin and heading into winners quarters. Yeah, we do have Jita 2-0 over Tabiki as well, so we'll be seeing Jita a little bit later. For now, we're going to go ahead and getting Shuabu and Blue coming up. I'm going to go ahead and call these gamers up to play. Shua Blue. So yeah, Blue has played in Daybreak before. Of a name that you should know if you've been watching Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, even beyond Rising, going into Vanilla. And if you have any familiarity with anime games, or if you keep up with maybe some anime fighting game news on X the Everything app, but they're a useless player. Strong one at that. Going to be going up against Shuabu, who is I don't know, a Grand Blue player. I don't know what they're going to be bringing to this tournament. I don't imagine that Shuabu would be trying Galleon. That seems like a very anti-Shuabu character, mostly in the sense that they're a grappler. I don't think Shuabu is a fan of grapplers. You should ask Shuabu about his opinion on grapplers, but you know, it could be Siegfried, it could be Seox, it could be Loane, it could be a lot of different champions in the pool for this Shuabu fella. Did I get the griddle? I haven't done the griddle yet. I haven't done the griddle today. It's been a kind of a hectic day. I actually started setting up for this tournament later than I would have liked. Fortunately, we still managed to start a little on time. It was a couple minutes late, but I've been cooked. Work was super busy today. I've not done the griddle. Amazing idea though. Shout out to Lid, the goat. That was inspirational. WhoGotGrid.com. Alright, I have neither Shuabu nor Blue in here. Hopefully everything's going on right there. Check on that. But again, this is Daybreak. In case you're new around here, this is a tournament that runs every week. We rotate between Undernight, In-Birth, and Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. A informal announcement that this tournament series is probably going to be changing days. It's probably going to be on Wednesdays. I have to do some research as to what works best, but I think it's going to run, I think Grand Blue specifically will run on the off Wednesdays where WASD doesn't run. I think WASD runs bi-weekly, so I think it would probably be ideal to just run Grand Blue on those Wednesdays where WASD doesn't run, because currently we do conflict with the online local. I'm aware of that, so want to try to minimize those conflicts moving forward. And Uni, I don't think anything runs on Wednesday for Uni, so it shouldn't be a problem. So that's an informal announcement. I haven't made the start GG for June yet, but just keep that in mind. We might not be on Thursdays moving forward, but it still will be the same old format. Online tournaments, open in North America, $50 pot bonus, all that good stuff. And appreciate everybody who has been pulling up. Is Galleon an Atkins character? I don't know. I like everything about Galleon conceptually, because she has a lot of tools from like that are kind of recognizable from previous characters I played, except for the Rock. The Rock is weird. The Rock is weird and it kind of scares me. I'll be honest, for Galleon, I'm kind of waiting for the lab monsters to figure out how the character's supposed to be played, and I'm just gonna copy them. But she seems interesting. I'm also having a little bit too much fun with Catalina right now. I've been playing Catalina. I did, yeah, Dolores is, not only did I play Dolores, I played like a lot of different characters in KO 15. Dolores has been on every single team that I played. So I have the most amount of experience on Dolores in KO 15. All right, let's see. Okay, Shulu said they're on their way. Yeah, so there's Dolores. She also has like something that's similar to Rose Soul Throw. And like, yeah, I played Rose. I'm familiar with some Soul Throw anti-airs. The dive kick grab, I can't say I've seen on a character that I've played before. Maybe another type of character has had a grab like that, but that seems like a pretty unique concept. That seems cool. That seems cool. But yeah, the rock. Like, I don't know. Okay, so I said earlier that I haven't like fully watched the character overview for Galleon. That was a lie. I listened to it during work, intermittent through calls with like paying half attention. And so I was able to very vaguely understand everything that was going on until they started explaining the rock. They were like, yeah, you could set the rock, and then if you do EX, it'll add 2 levels, and if you do the ult, it'll add a level, and then up to level 4, you get a big rock, and if you do it with the command, and I'm just like, bro, what are they talking about? What are they yapping about over there? Like, bro was yapping. Like, I don't understand the rock at all. The air thigh grab is not great. I think it'll, like, will potentially be situational, right? Because doesn't air stall at all? If it's able to air stall and bait anti-air attempts, I could see some usefulness there. But like, for instance, you're not gonna be able to do it against 2B, bro. Like, so the rock only affects the command grab; it affects nothing else. Can you manually you can't like manually detonate the rock or anything? It's just for it only affects the command throw. Oh, then I'm locking in. What are y'all talking about? All right, if it's really just that simple, I gotta see what's going on. Oh yeah, 5U is the hold on, I'm over here busy yapping. Y'all are cool to start. Oh, button check is fine. Go for it. They're gonna do a button check. That means I have more time to yap. Perfect. Yeah, 5U is the that's the Potemkin slide head that she has. If they're in circle, 5U make rock go, more change, make circle bigger. Simple enough. Main threat is the grab. That's cool, that's cool. Okay, in that case, she seems kind of basic. 66H also sounded like... So 66H doesn't... I can't imagine 66H is invincible on startup, right? I imagine it's like invincible during the teleport frames. Because if it's invincible on startup, that has to be like... There's just no way. Invincible during teleport, so you can beat 66L, make a save by going backwards, gets a good amount of characters. Interesting concept. Interesting concept. Yeah, I'll give her a try. I gotta hit Masters with Cat first, which should probably take me like 3 matches. I don't know how the reset works. I was S++1 with 4 crystals. Where do I sit, chat? Am I good to go? Or is it gonna reset me? All right, here we go. We're going in. So it looks like the character of choice for Shu will be Loane. And Blue actually giving the Galleon a try. We're hyped for Galleon. We're all caught up. Gets the neutral jump. Raging strike. What are we going for here? Ew, my ears. My ears, bro. All right, finds a reversal. Oh, didn't spot dodge the will. Just kind of getting chipped away here. Oh! Finds the run up. Yeah, there are a couple of impactful things that could happen for blue. Like if you're able to land the SBA, I don't know if Ragey Strike is going to work for that last crystal. You can see Shubu fighting back. Finds what I imagine was a throw bait, just a run up neutral jump, forcing an action out of blue. Going to be able to take round 1. All right. Sweep. 6XL. Couldn't get the confirm. Stopping early on these auto combos, it's really making blue hesitate to challenge. Oh, found what seemed to be a shimmy there with the backdash, but didn't capitalize on the throw from blue. Blue able to find their way out of the corner as a result. Not ready for the will. Missiles, yeah, just so many things being thrown at blue. I think what may be an idea worth investing in is the EX Soul Throw, or just the anti-air grab, just to try to get over what's being thrown and throw a rock at Loane. I think you have to do it at like during the startup of whatever he's doing though. Like the will right there, right? You don't want to react to the will and throw that rock. You probably want to do it preemptively. Same thing with like the Catalina rockets. But I'm yapping. I don't know how that works in practice. Yeah, so like right there on backdash, I think in reaction to backdash, you try to throw rock and see what happens. Okay, I think the match ended. We're going back to character select here for blue. Yeah, because I mean, if Loane is already locked into an action, right? You'll punish, or at least you'll be fine. The only way that it would have to be counterplayed if like Loane backdashed and didn't act accordingly, and then I don't know, maybe he gets to run under and punish. I don't know. My Galleon is just run up SBA or SSBA. Respect. Galleon SBA is not a frame 1 command throw? Ew. Why? Wait, why is that? Why is it that way? Have people not learned from Street Fighter 4? You don't do that. You don't do that. All right. What would have been cool is if, well, it might have been cool conceptually. It might have been cringe in practice if it was only Super Flash on successful activation, right? So it's not frame 1 startup. It is a super command throw, but if it's successful, then you get the Super Flash. If it's unsuccessful, you just get like, you know, I actually don't know how that would work. Never mind. This is why I'm a yapper and not a game developer. Okay. Calling the bros, calling the wills, calling the cat rockets, just everything on the screen to keep blue under pressure here. Pushed within the corner. Okay, I like that response. So on to Eustace this time around, a little bit more comfortable with some of the counterplay options, not let Jerry get pressure for free. Only issue wasn't able to really find any pressure thereafter when getting that EX thrown out there as a response to the rockets. Shubu really kind of living and thriving within that right side of the screen, keeping Eustace and blue cornered as they will take the set 2-0. Going to be moving on to winner side. Shubu, first time pulling up for Daybreak as competitor. Always here as a commentator, though. Appreciate them for that. Yeah, let's get some more games going here. Let's get some more games. So, let's jump to Gita's already in here, so let's just do Gita and PP Man. That's fine. After that, we'll do KO Vermilion. And then we'll end off with Nothing and Acid Cookies. All right, so it seems like on the surface, neither of these gamers are being tempted by... Actually, I did not expect this. I thought they were going with the characters that they're usually known for. Jita, I mean, it's new to me. I've only seen Eustace. They're going to be going with Zoe this time around.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Okay. Okay, so able to get that confirm off the lightning with the overhead. Ooh, that was a beautiful running maneuver to armor through the poke from Fairy. Locked in the corner now. Here comes Jita. The Zoe is looking clean. Gonna get the SBA confirmation as well. Won't kill. It'll pretty much be a strike throw away and wasting one of them diamonds. Looking for the backdash. Yeah, PP Man doesn't bite. That is going to be a punish committed to the entirety of that Rekka string. And SBA for the follow-up. Cartwheel for the cross-up. Or are we just going for mix? Oh. What a reaction. Almost, you know, probably as much as they could do within that circumstance, actually, now that I think about it, so. Yeah, just really playing around the ideology of these buttons, right? Fairy does the far-reaching button. Is she going to spot dodge? Is she going to do the whip? Or is she going to throw GG? Or is she going to do nothing? And then on a matchup-by-matchup basis, there's different counter reactions that can beat said actions from Fairy. But it's just all about that mind game of figure out what she's going for. And the longer you respect, the worse off you can be in those cases. Okay, yeah, getting that anti-air reaction yet again. PP Man not allowing for the free coverage. However, Jita presses the issue yet again. Potentially when PP Man's DP was on cooldown. I didn't catch that, but a good call from Jita. Ready. Okay, there we go. Yeah, utilizing the old skill version in order to make sure that they were able to get the anti-air that time. Okay, I'm liking that Jita is not deterred though, right? I mean, in the range coverage that Fairy does have available, if you're able to find that blind spot and thread the needle in order to get the jump in, it can be worth it, as you see here for SBA confirmation yet again. This wasn't the situation that we saw Jita in previously. Just couldn't capitalize on the pressure. Doesn't finish the Rekka this time. Throw tech. Old skill, GG, and it makes contact. Raging Strike, Raging Chain. That is the name of the game. Off the wall, not enough to kill. Instant overhead. PP Man gonna be able to take game one.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
How's the audio level sounding, by the way? Is the game loud enough? Am I loud enough? Are we all good? I didn't have an opportunity to do an audio check. I got off work at 5:30. It's usually 5 and I have plenty of time, but we just rolled with it this time. So hopefully the audio is good. All right, brave counter on reaction to the plus frames. Oof, runs into that 5H, forced to block, gets caught overhead. Old skill GG, overhead yet again. Oh my god, just GG's all day. It's always coming out at the period where Jita just wants to move, right? Just right at that perfect timing. Game is slightly low. We could arrange that. We could fix that. That's all good. All right, we turn the game up. Turn the game up a little bit. Hello, big throw bait. Full corner conversion as well. Love it. Combo limit. So can't get the full confirmation. Hey, I learned the other day that you can have a combo limit bar only in training mode. I gotta say, if I were to provide a critique, the game doesn't need more modern controls. However, combo limit as a standard in match, I don't think is a bad move. That's just my 2 cents though. As a tourist, I'd prefer that over a more modern control scheme. All right, SBA knockdown with the GG, able to get out of pressure. Jita has been caught a lot trying to escape from GG, but still showing that if there's a gap left, they're going to escape, not hold that pressure. Raging Strike, that'll do it. All right, Jita with a round on the board, looking to tie this up with the Zoe pick.
Battle 3. Engage.
Hello. Yo, we are letting that thing rip. Yeah, unsafe on block. Got to be careful about that. Pretty pivotal punish there for PP Men, right? Not the most amount of damage in the world, but you're able to get this corner positioning now where Fieri can be so scary. Uh-oh. Got snatched. The knockdown. GG on the side. Good luck. We're just chipping away. Oh, clipped out of the ult skill. That's 50 bar wasted. And just Jita trying to fight their way out. Yeah, it has been a very good dichotomy of options from Jita, where it's either the run-up armor or the run-up jump. And it's really on PP Man to kind of guess what Jita's going for. But finds a straight hit. Gonna go for the Raging Strike into the Raging Chain. Anything can do it. Finds the overhead, and PP Man will be able to take a 2-0. Cheap viewers, huh? Get out of here. Oh crap, where'd my OBS go? There we go, about that. Good stuff to PP Man. Alright, let's update this here bracket, shall we? PP Man moving on. We'll be fighting the winner of Acid Cookies and Nothing, which we'll have a little bit later. We're actually going to be going to Vermilion and KO Ultio for our next match. And they're already here. That's right, I pinged them. I forgot that I did that. Stream good to start whatever. Yeah, so KO, a near believer, and Vermilion. For the context of this tournament, has been using Belial, of course, more known for the 2B, but sticking to Belial as it relates to Daybreak.
Believe in victory.
And they were strong. I believe they got second last time after what I remember was a close set between PP Men, but I could be capping. It could have been a blowout. I don't remember. I just remember it was PP Men versus Vermilion Grand Finals. All right, gotta be going to the SBA. Close out this round one. With the perfect. Didn't Nair get some changes in this patch? I know that Massive, our resident SoCal Nair player, was talking about some stuff. I don't know what she got. I imagine it's buffs. All right, counter poke, dash under. I like that, of course. Your back is up against the wall, not mine. Uh-oh. After a few seconds, death regenerates very quick. If you're asking for my thoughts on that, you're asking the wrong person. You're asking for my thoughts, you're asking the wrong person. I hate public characters. It's not a Nair thing, it's an archetype thing. However, I mean, if it brings her to a healthy state, I don't mind.
You know the spider. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Alright, got jump in, blocked, able to find the throw. Oh no, had throw on the brain. This is when we go for the strike. Get the huge counter hit. Not the full conversion for Vermilion though, so a lot of damage and opportunity left on the table. Gotta try to reclaim some of the back with this old skill DP. Brave counter, get away from me. Give me some breathing room, let me get some game plan going. I got these bumps, I want to use them, man. Let me play the game. Alright. Oh, we are not mashing. We're staying hella still. All the chip. Does find the perfect opportunity for that reversal eventually, though. Here comes KO. Oh, dang! They were just slightly too late on the anti-air. And honestly, that was going to counter hit. I'd be willing to say that there is some potential lethal opportunity that KO could have threatened there if that counter hit landed. It was just a couple frames too late on the trigger. All right, sweet. Oh, the side swap, going for the handshake. Good jump in. No full confirmation with that trajectory of the fireball, though. Old skill, dash under, yup. Combo limit. Yeah, that's the spot dodge was trying to read a brave counter. It does show itself eventually. Yeah, both players really opting for these side swap routes, which is super powerful, right? You want to take advantage of that powerful position in the corner. Chipping away. Oh, no, not that cross up. Raging Strike, Raging Chain. Probably another one. One for the road. Not even necessary. Vermilion got to be able to take a 2-0 over KO and move on to the winner's side.
You know despite what
Cool. So with that, we will have Vermilion versus Shuabu a little bit later. But for now, we'll be going on to our last winner's quarterfinal match. It will be Nothing versus Acid Cookies. You know what? I think we'll stream the. We're kind of flying right now. We're kind of flying. I think we're gonna stream top 8. Oh, I forgot to check to see if Nothing was playing in anything. I know that Nothing might be in the online mobile. I meant to check that. What is this? Oh, what type of bracket? Is this a Swiss bracket? That's interesting. Huh. Let's see. Give me a moment here. I'm trying to figure out what other... There isn't a third tournament that's going on right now, right? Surely. Give me a moment, y'all. Okay. So Nothing has something going on right now. Not bracket related, but they're gonna end up running the match off stream, which is all good. We will hop over to winner semis instead, and we will do Vermilion versus Shubu. There we go. Okay. So, Hmm. Yeah, so making a small change here. Based off of how I've noticed recent tournaments have been going. We're gonna try best of 5 top 8. We've already made the change of moving forward. We're probably going on a different day, so I want to try a different format here. Best of 5 top 8. Time how long this takes. I'm with it. Might as well get more games. Shub is on the way right now. But yeah, if you're waiting, if you're chilling, I appreciate you. We do have those Matcherino codes. There's 45 of them left. If you can, before the end of the night, please claim it. The 25 cents added to the pot there. Would greatly appreciate it. We got the $50 pot bonus in gaming. That could be a well, that could be more than a refund, more than enough funding for a season pass bot of Grand Blue Rising. Could maybe get you a 10 pull in Grand Blue, the RPG, right? I don't know who's on banner right now, but something you could do. I'm wondering if Shuabu locks in Luane against Belial. I'm no Luane specialist, and I'm no Belial specialist, but I can't imagine that's fun for Luane. Just on the premise of, like, Cat's Fireballs already being kind of pesky, Belial's Fireballs, you not only have, like, the initial activation of it, but the pinwheel as well for those increased active frames to cover the screen. I just can't imagine most of Luane's antics being super impactful, given the way that Belial's fireballs work. But I don't know. I'd be interested to see it played out if that's what we're going to see. Where's Shuabu? It's my fault. I did double call Shuabu. They might have tried to get some water. They might have tried to get some food. They might have tried to get a breath of fresh air right after their match. And little did they know, a Discord ping was coming right their way immediately. Gaming. There we go. Okay, we got gaming. Did you know this entire time that I've been waiting, I did not update the scoreboard? Hold up. I'm over here like, where's the matches? Meanwhile, I'm not being productive at all. Here we go. Alright, break counter. Barry with the rockets. Ooh. Maybe find that jump over there. No block button utilized? Can't believe it. Dog, this voice line is woo woo. The reverb on it is crazy. Wake up SBA. Find the overhead. Alright, Jerry, make it happen.
You got me. Not.
Yeah, for what I could immediately pick up, it seems like Verm is opting to play the matchup extremely close, right? Not even really like mess with fireball games, just keep low in under pressure. Which makes sense. Yo, throw loop city. Throwing looping? Oh man, mistimed that one. Throwing Vol putting in work there for Jerry as to get out. Oh, the clash. I think if you're Verm, you're not too upset about that though. You definitely got the better end of that trade. Ooh. Gets reversal. Match up low. Comes to the corner we go. Got the wall bound just barely. Ooh. Man, Verm has really been able to navigate around these jump timings decently well. Just having good ideology of when Shu wants to throw out the ult skill will. Dude, I just realized I did not update the lobby to best of 5. That's me. That's me. Okay, good defense on SBA thus far. Let's go command throw.
Battle 2.
Engage. Oh, with DP. Able to get the 6XL punish. Yeah, these jumps. Not finding the proper timing for them thus far is Verm. I do notice a little bit more rocket usage from Jerry as a result of these jumps. I think that one is more likely to anti-air or cause trades than the will. So the will is just so instant, you know, just navigate across screen just like that, right? You have less likelihood to actually hit Belial, whereas the rockets, you have multiple hitboxes. It's a little bit hard to clear with the jump, so. Spot dodge, able to punish the spot dodge though. Gotta be careful. Lane recovers super fast from that, so unless you're like full screen, spot dodge is not always the proper play.
Battle 3. Engage.
Alright, throwing out the rockets. Bong, bong, bong. Flip out. Ooh, okay. HDP, what's the solution? What? I can't believe it. Just that sly little rocket at the bottom still came out despite, though, I think it was even an ult skill fireball usage there from Verm. Yeah, I was laughing about the other day when talking about anti-low range stuff with Shuaburo, because we were under the theoretical impression that Cat's ult fireball would able to clear the rockets on like reaction, but that's actually like not the case. There's still like some rockets that can dip underneath, so it's like that is something that's shared with the Belial's ult fireball as well.
Belial versus Lowain. Believe in victory.
All right, back into
Battle
it.
one. Engage.
Ooh, block on DP. No full punish there from Jerry, unfortunately. Flip out. Dang, imagine fighting Lowain at nearly full health. You're in the corner and he has full SBA gauge and you're down to bravery point. Okay. SBA could turn this around like immediately though. You're gonna do nearly 50%, you get your bravery point back. And now Lowain's corner. All it takes is one. Oh boy, there's the throw. Do I see two? SBA has a reversal. I'm not blocking anything. Get your safe jump out of here. It just pushes to the corner for free. You know, I would say that's worth the 100 meter. You got to carry from corner to corner and get about like 20% of the process. Not bad. The bait. Bro wasn't able to do it. Chip it away. There it is. Sweet.
One more round.
All right. Shuabu picking up some momentum here. Oh wow. From off the 5H. Wake up buttons. I can't believe it. Oh, I like that. Okay, so it's ult skill plus the spot dodge in order to nullify the stray rockets. Interesting. Some nice recognition there from Vermilion. Unfortunately, they didn't get the full combo confirm in the corner. Oh, not the cross up. The block button. Ruh-roh. Patience. Too far away for that throw. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, ult skill. Gonna be able to get the wall bounce. No full conversion from Shuabu though. Wait a minute. Punish. Not dead yet. Run up as you know. I can't judge that. I tried that against Jerry the other day. So who am I to judge that decision when I've been in that exact situation before? I'm gonna change the room right now and I'll update the scoreboard because that is Shuabu winning 3-0, heading to winners finals. Let's see. Room settings. 3. Apply. Did I do that right? Display room settings. There we go. All right, we good. Cool. Yeah, basically everything on stream from here on out should be first to 3. With that, we can update this. Vermilion 3-0. Or sorry, no. Shuabu 3-0. My bad. I'm tripping. Reset match. Shuabu 3-0. There we go. We'll see some more Vermilion later. I think we're going to Tabiki and KO. Oh, Nothing and Acid just finished. That's fine. We'll do Nothing and PP Man next. That'll also give time for Losers Round 1 to catch up. Yo, Tobiki's been on the grind. Tobiki with the S++ Vera. Okay. Okay, I see you. This should be a good one.
Vera
Vera.
versus Near. Believe in victory.
All right, here we are.
Battle 1.
Engage. All right, immediately nullifying death. Go into the corner. Verso plus. Able to jump out for free. Knockdown. Here's the brave counter. Really letting it rip on those. I believe that's a far H there to cover that space. Knowing that Tobiki wants to dip with, you know, things like 5M and the 214 series to try to maintain space. Oh, we did minus frames the SBA, but it's Vera SBA, so we don't have to pay for our pay consequences for our decisions, basically. Like, we just SBA, it's fine. Okay. Cross under? No. SSBA? I was about to say, kill! That was good. For what it's worth, I am a Nier hater, but I do like her SSBA animation. I think it's cool. Double 6XL, 5M as a response. Ooh, okay. So Tobiki's showing a little bit more of these counter pokes to the KO mid-range game plan. It's something that's very obviously very equipped to do. That far M is egregious, that 2M is egregious. So if you got the buttons, might as well use them, you know? Whether it's on the offensive or the defensive. KO though. Piling on the pressure in the corner here. 668 for the pop-up. Yo, the 5M check. I think the only thing that's missing is like if Tobiki's able to find hit confirms off of those 2Ms and 5Ms into, I don't know, maybe like old skill damage or something. I'm not really sure what your game plan is, but that could be pretty huge. Ooh, gotcha. Yeah, that's rough. Borderline checkmate situation there. Borderline, not quite checkmate. You know, maybe spot dodge or roll could have done something there, but that was rough. Hey, yo! The interruption? Okay, he's still believing in the power of 6XL. Ah! The handshake. So we are scrapping right now. FBA with the pickup. Bong bong. EXDP knockdown. Luminera. There's the PC. KO needs to be very careful. One bravery point available. So a near hit confirm could potentially do it here. That throw's gonna do a grip. No, I don't need no bravery points. I'm under the age of 30. I can react to the raging strike. There's the 2M. Tobiki with a solid response. I do like that Tobiki is not being deterred from this kind of slamming mediums playstyle. Like Tobiki's doing a lot of like empty 5M, 5M cancel the multi-stab, 5M cancel the 214M, 214L. And just kind of being unpredictable with the patterns. And so KO's been trying to show different counterplay options based off what they think Tobiki's doing, but you know, mashing is not always the right response. Been tricky. So the lockdown. There's the 2M. Finding that confirm. Another one. What if Vera's ult skill cancels like? I mean, I'm just this is the Catalina brain in me, but like, if you could do that far M or that 2M into like an old skill for like big dammy whammy and corner carry, surely Grand Blue characters are built that way, right? That's not just Catalina thing, surely. Oh my goodness gracious! Speaking of meter, speaking of cool SSBAs, sheesh. Dramatic finish. She loves eating plastic. 1-1.
Battle 1. Engage.
Okay. By them. The tick. Finds the. Oh, okay. Reversal timing. Oh, that was unfortunate. KO was definitely looking for some type of shimmy there. There was no reason to like run up button and then back off a little bit. They just didn't back off enough away from the throw range from Tabiki. Backdash might have been a good idea, you know? That's something I learned recently. You're trying to do like shimmy option, backdash gives you not only the range but the speed in order to get out of those options to make sure that you don't get poked out. Basically, the defender has to really commit to something far-reaching in order to stuff you out of that. So your minus, take that punish for free off the 2-1-4L, blocked. KO finding some momentum here. Might be able to tie up the rounds with this. No full combo, but maybe kind of go into 2H into SBA. That's what I would imagine. But just the clean 2M pickup. We're tied up. First to 3 here. We're going to be doing first 3 for the entire top 8. So
Battle 3. Engage.
Trying to decide who can carry the momentum into that game 4. Gets the punish on the whiff. Here comes KO. Beautiful pickup. That far in is crazy. Flash. Ooh. KO gets the better end of it. So just walling out with these normals. Perfectly timed far H there to stuff what I have to imagine was a far M approach from Tabiki. KO just really kind of getting a read on the patterns of Tabiki here.
Battle 1. Engage.
Okay. Off the wall. 6XL. Yeah, just boxing out. Really trying to take advantage of that range. You can see all these like far H's. Those are attempts from KO to try to stuff one of those far M's from Tabiki. Oh, it works. I thought it would work out that time. I'm not going to lie. Okay, gets to pick up off the 2U. Full corner carry. Combo limit. It's all good. Tech on the throw. You're in jail, buddy. Yo, just like it really establishing like you cannot pass range with that far in from your EX. Gonna be able to find the launch. Luminera. Okay, Brave counter. That's a respectable Brave counter, honestly. Especially with the old skill following up right after that. I don't think there's a punish backdash. And got the punish. Nice. Solid, solid. All right, Tabiki needs to be careful here. KO on set point. 6XL. Get away from me. Ooh. KO has these really wonderfully timed far H's. I would say, you know, I know jumping in this game can be risky. However, my reaction to KO having these sharp far H's would be the jump. I'd be like, all right, you seem really focused on the ground game, buddy. I'm going to try jumping. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for an anti-air? I wouldn't be. And just see what happens. The mind of a Hakudamaru player. All right. We are so plus. The delayed throw tech. Low on the... Oh, my... Tabiki can't keep getting away with this. They've been fishing for this, like, constantly. The, you know, I minus in the SBA call out. This time it works out beautifully with the SSBA in order to tie up the rounds.
Battle 3. Engage.
You know what? Tabiki, hop on Beatrix. Hop on Beatrix. I'm just saying. You didn't hear from me. Okay, the poke out. Not going to be allowed for those plus frames on block. Still boxing out wonderfully. We've seen this in KO time and time again. These mid-screen conversions into the SBA. Brah. Time to guess. Fake the safe jump. Ended up still blocking. So was not falling for what was potentially a throw bait. A throw tech bait. Into the corner. This is Tabiki's last stand. With the knockdown. Combo limit. Luminera. Oh, I like what Tabiki tried to do there, because on that previous setup, KO tried Brave counter. Tabiki wanted to try to use the 5U in order to get over that. It was a good ideology, it's not the proper execution. No bravery points! Ah, but they got chipped. KO got to be able to take a 3-1 over Tabiki. As expected, great set. That was really fun to watch. Yo, ready 30. We gotta spread the agenda. We gotta get Tabiki on Beatrix. They got the mind of a Beatrix player. I see it. Good stuff to KO. They'll be moving on to fight someone a little bit later. The loser of this next match. Cool. So we got a PP Man and nothing coming up here. Winners, semifinals. Stream good to start whenever. Oh snap! The match started. I'm sorry. I was multitasking there. My bad. Okay, so nothing. The resident Diva enjoyer, trying Galleon. Not a surprise to me. See how this pick works out for the other grappler of the game, or one of them. Basaraga. Basaraga's commander. Sure, we would call him the grappler. Hello? All right. double roll in the raw SBA. I wonder if it was the project, because like there's two SBAs, right? There's the one that's the throw that apparently is not frame 1, which is funny, and the projectile one, right? I wonder if the projectile one would work there. Okay. So yeah, flip out, set up the ground underneath, and then look for the command throw. Snatch. Found that anti-air. Gonna be able to get the Meatless conversion as well. We are big chillin'. This matchup is not great. I mean, I would imagine it's typical, you know, Fairy versus Grappler stuff, so... What do you do? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take time to like solve case matchups like this against Fairy. I would even say probably against like Matera. Who else is in this game? I'm drawing a blank right now. Let me pull up the good old dust loop. Oh, not the I typed Granblue into my web browser and I accidentally brought up the mobile game. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so gonna be switching to Soares. That is another in fact, I think that if I recall correctly, the last time these two played, nothing locked in on Soares. I was able to get the set. In Daybreak, that is. I recall that happening. Ooh, okay. Up by the 6XM. EX dash forward. Stuff. Brave counter. Anti-air. They're trading blows. It is PP Men that finds the knockdown. Up on top with the slight life lead at this point. Fighting their way out of the corner. 6XL for the punish. Rutbo. Good luck, buddy. Patience. EX dash punch. It's just so threatening. Eventually, you gotta panic. Eventually, you gotta try to move. Gets clipped by the 2L. Nothing with the pickup. Taking round 1. The anti-air. Pick up yet again. Same confirmation. 6-0 interruption on the GG. Smart. Don't hold that if you don't need to. Ooh, okay. The roll from PP Man on the EX dash punch was nice just to get out of dodge, but nothing on top of it with the pressure. Yo, the 6-tail timings. Hello? That was ambitious, to say the least. Hopefully that's not a game-losing bet there. Hopefully it's not a game-losing bet. EXGG, you gotta guess. Spot dodge, oh dear. Caught on the run-in, snatches the corner, lets it rip, and it ends up catching. Nothing gonna be able to tie it up 1-1. Yeah, so nothing was a bit ambitious with that initial EXDP call, but it does end up working out. They had such a massive life lead, so. EX punches, oh dear. The challenge into the corner. Bong, bong, bong. Oh dear. Backdash, 5-0 confirmed to the Raging Strike. Can't get the full pickup. SBA was available, so probably could have threatened the kill at that point, but Woo! Beautiful time spot there from nothing.
Battle 2. Engage.
I wish there was more things that triggered that slowdown effect that happened when you spot dodge a Raging Strike. Like, I think that that effect is so cool. Like how Tekken does the slow-mos. Actually, I can't remember if that's still in Tekken 8. I know it was in Tekken 7. Where like both characters are about to do a strike that can kill. If that was in this game, that'd be pretty cool. Uh-oh. Yup. Knew that they had to guess high or low. Decided to say, hey, how about I know you're going to do a strike and I don't want to block. Hella pressure. There's the PC. With no bravery points. That's going to be enough to do it off the dash blow. Straight into the cancel. Nothing. Going up 2-1. Now this is first to 3. So PP Man not out of it yet.
Battle 1. Engage.
Oh, beautiful call on the Brave counter. Finding that spot dodge. The flip out. Just, yo. Beyond just nothing's willpower and capabilities of keeping this match up close, nothing has also been, for lack of a better phrase, dice rolling extremely well. Like, they've been really able to find these perfect points to go for a reversal that's catching PP Man off guard time and time again. They're just having really good reads. Hey, that was dope. Oh no, we couldn't stay by the full combo. Ooh, spot dodge. Catch the throw. Poor fairy. Ugh. Sora's and Paul beating have the same VA. That makes sense. Gotcha! God, Paul is so sick. I love me some Paul Phoenix. Alright, we do see PP Man starting to pull away just a bit here. Old skill, freaking dash punch to interrupt the GG. Hello. Nearly evens up the life totals too, but PP Man fighting back. What gives me a little bit of concern. No, I was gonna say what gives you a little bit of concern though is how low PP Man's bravery points are. Like, you see this simple confirm like this off the 6 until to the SBA. He's gonna do a grip. Drain some of the bravery points as well. Getting chipped away, gets caught low. Nothing, is 1 round away from moving on to the winners finals. Ingahe. The final stuff. Ooh, DP off in the distance. No dice. See, wait, PP Man just really try to control that space as best they can, but again, just can't get a read on the angles that nothing is approaching. And slowly but surely, you know, despite them landing a good majority of strikes through these rounds, they can't find a way to not get cornered, and they end up having to spend a lot of bravery points in the process as well. So when nothing finds those hits, they end up being extremely explosive confirms. Okay, the back row. Gotta guess. Oh, went low and then overhead. Nothing was able to find partial of the defense, but blocked the important part. No, the bait. With the old skill pickup. Can't get the conversion off the wall bounce. Oh man, these shallow jumps in order to bait the DPs have been working out phenomenally for nothing. Bong bong. Time to guess. Side swap, gets the low. Whip, knockdown, controlling. Oh, spot dodge, that should be a punish. Oh no, they didn't get hit confirm. PP Man just need to do one more of the auto combo. That could have been it. Spot dodge yet again. Doesn't work. He's giving me anxiety. Okay, the old skill reversal in order to tie it up 2-2. We have the game 5 on our hands.
Believe in victory. Battle
What the vibes like? Great counter immediately to the overhead. True combo. Not really, but it will work on me. Yeah, that shallow jump angle is so problematic for Fairy, it looks like. Like, nothing is finding that jump trajectory where it's like outside of EXDP range, you know, outside of regular DP range, and just mixing up. Yeah, that not being air unblockable is just like unfortunate. You can't really like stop nothing from, or PP Man hasn't been able to stop nothing from gaining space via that maneuver. Ah! Okay, we found the bait this time around. Did not commit to the high-low. Old skill DP not working out. 5 times too many. All right, PP Man coming to their own right now. Was on the verge of being eliminated, but now 1 round away from progressing forward. 6XL, bong bong. Ooh, stair steps forward. Looking for the shimmy, no dice. The immediate tech from PP Man. Ah, what? What? Oh. Okay, yeah, that's been a constant that's been working out for nothing is that right up old skill this time. Rather than mashing the 2-0, mash with the 5-0, a higher reaching maneuver in order to stuff it out. Ugh. Old skill. Boop, boop. Let me guess. Yeah, this time not even really going for the mix-up. I think that the full super jump there was to prioritize spacing rather than actually trying to run a mix-up just in case nothing went for the old skill DP. Oh, that's almost game. Not quite. Can't get the full pick up to GG with the overhead. Jumping back. That is one angry shirtless man. They're literally on fire. Probably best to keep away. Oh. Oh! I think the spot dodge was too late. That ended up being a punish on the spot dodge actually for nothing. Oh my gosh, we're going to the final game, final round. There's the EXDP, okay. Oh. Oh. Brave counter, get away from me. Ah, the old skill gets the knockdown. We're in the corner. This is where nothing has really been able to cook up. Oh my, strike throw, goes for the strike, counter hit starter. Explosive with the SBA. And that's gonna do it. Nothing. Able to close out the set 3-2 over PP Man. Has really found something with the Sora's pick against Fairy. Close set, close set. Yeah, good stuff to nothing as they will be moving along. We will be seeing PP Man versus KO Ultio soon. We're actually going to be jumping to Acid Cookies versus Jita initially here. This will be a loser's top 8 match. Yeah, I mean, it's good vibes here, so we're doing we're gonna let the good times roll. Streaming all the top 8. First to 3, why not? For the entire thing. Really, I'm using this as an excuse. It's only first to 3 until Acid Cookies loses. Once Acid Cookies loses, there's a little more Galleon, we'll go back to the normal format where it's first to 2. I'm just kidding. We could only maintain first to 3 rolls so long as there's a Galleon still in the bracket. As soon as there's no more Galleon in the bracket, we're going back to first 2. I don't make the rules, except I do. Alright. Well, when we were watching Galleon versus Fairy, it was stated that is probably not a great matchup. So I would have to imagine this is not much different. Eustace is one of those illustrious zoner characters I could not think of when I was like, the zoner characters of Grand Blue Rising. Fairy, Matera, and Eustace was one of those characters I was trying to think of. Hello, is that on top of the rock? That's cool. You know what? I like that. That's pretty cool. Interesting mind game. Okay, he's comboing it for the ult skill command throw. Get the proc. Ow! Oh! Whoa, where's the punish? Boom, boom. Off the wall. EX soul throw. Huh. That button seems good.
Battle 2. Engage. Yeah, take this. Yeah, take this.
Yeah, he's kind of pushed him to the corner based off just pure offense here from Jita. The delayed throw tech. Woo! Okay, so wait a minute. She does 5U, and I know that's slide head. And then it also triggers the rock. Does the rock do damage? Because I know the slide head by default for just 5U doesn't do damage. Ooh, okay, caught. It is kind of nice that the little marker stays there, even if she gets hit. That would be really bad if it went away otherwise. Oh my! There are so many layers on top of that. It's like you just blocked the DP. You know that the great is coming. Acid went for a Brave counter, I think, to try to escape that situation altogether. Did it too early and got punished. That EX dive, you gotta be so careful, dude. Yeah, I really think her dive kick, or her, what are we calling it? A dive throw? I think it's situational. In fact, in that instance where Acid used it there, I don't think it was a terrible idea. It was just, unfortunately, the improper spacing. We're still getting used to the character. Ah!
Stop right there.
You know what Galleon needs? A double jump, right? That's what would make her dive throw better if she had a double jump. Because then, like, she could play between the mind game of is she going to do the command throw or is she going to do the double jump?
You're a solid training partner.
I know I said earlier I shouldn't be a game developer, but now I'm thinking otherwise. I think I'm cooking. Buff Galleon. I gotta update the scoreboard. That was G to game 1. I'm here yapping.
Matcherino versus Eustace.
Yo, how greedy can Acid be? They got Galleon, they got Matcherino, they got Narmaya, and then they're gonna have the player card say Korra next, please. Are you not satisfied?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
All right, we got mobility, we got projectiles, we got all that good stuff. Ult skill for the knockdown. Okay, I like that last minute roll through. Core was cool. I'm just saying, you know, greed. You gotta be careful about that greed thing. Nah, I'm not. There's so many characters in this franchise. I'm not opposed to this game getting another season, of DLC, another round. Butterfly explosion. Acid really maintaining the life lead here. Yeah, just the sudden addition of these Matcherino fireballs or projectiles, arrows, whatever you want to call them. Turn into matchup on its head. Acid having a lot more presence than the neutral game. Jita having to adapt around that. Beautiful assault over. Sorry, I can't help but call Matcherino's unique skill in assault. It reminds me of Under Night. Ooh, can't get the full pickup. Bait on the DP. Ruh-roh. Good luck, buddy. Oh no, that worst option. The worst option. Oh, no prefer for kill though. Help.
Not really in the mood today.
Battle 3.
All right. Keep the pressure going here. Detonation. Rolls forward. Perfect timing on that as well. Oh,
Nowhere to hide.
As predicted.
man, the perfect jump in timing there from Gita. Just a little bit too high on the jump in, so couldn't get a full confirmation. Are you kidding?
The other side.
It's good! SSBA, this is huge. Able to deny the pressure from Acid, do a grip of damage, drain all the bravery points. The instant tech here from Acid, smart defensive ideology. Acid trying to chip this down as much as possible to build a win condition. It ends up paying off. Resetting to neutral was the last thing Gita needed in that circumstance. Acid able to make it happen. We're tied up 1-1.
Battle 1. Engage.
Oh, was that intentional?
Nowhere to hide.
I was busy updating the scoreboard. I wasn't expecting a round set EXDP, so I couldn't even absorb the content.
Here I am.
Ooh, off the wall. This time, yeah, finds that dash normal pickup that they were looking for earlier. Combo limit. Ooh. Bong, bong, bong. Full jumping. There it is.
So that's how you work it.
Engage.
Engage.
Okay.
Here I am.
Big play counter.
We are.
They're zoning away. What do we do about the Matcherino champion then? Old butterfly on top. Ends up detonating off of the roll. Oh dear. It's rough. Dude, it's just like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, oh, how? Roll SSBA, 2 for 2. I was just about to complain about the neutral. It's just like, man, old school butterfly, what do you do? Just roll SSBA. Again, it's under one of these desperation sequences, so we're almost seeing deja vu of when this happened last time, where Gita landed the hit, can't confirm any pressure afterwards, stuck back with this neutral game, and then Acid just able to win it in the war of attrition, just chipping out.
Impossible.
Almost a full replica of what we saw previously here as we head into another round 3 situation. Acid with the early anti-air, can't get much off of it from the counter hit though. There's the DC. They trading. Ugh. Finally decides to detonate. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Finally able to set that needle. Big opportunity for Gita. Corner carry. Combo limit. Oh! The super jump. Not in range for throw. Chipping out. The Brave! Not Brave. It's Raging. Raging Strike. I would call it Brave Strike for some reason. It do be 2. Did I lose count? I thought that was 2-1. Did I lose count? Was that 2-1? Okay. Gita was not aware of the first 3 change. Granted, it did happen mid bracket, so we're all good.
Matcherino versus.
I'm trying to squeeze as much Galleon footage out of this tournament as I possibly can. All right, here we go.
Victory. Battle 1.
Who up believing in victory?
This might take. You should dodge.
Ooh. Up back. You let that one rip. Dude, the butterfly conversation? Oh, the butterfly conversation? When is the butterfly discussion? Bar L. Yup, just vertically navigating over the entire ult skill. Covering that space. Acid. Really just looking like they're in full control right now. Jita has not been able to find many conclusive answers. Besides roll SSBA, but unfortunately, you know, we don't have access to SSBA all the time. If we did, Jita would be winning this 10-0. Yeah, the issue with like that ult skill is like, at that range, it seems like it could beat minimal of what Acid throws out there. Like if they opt to like backdash, just like they typically do, if the first initial hits of that ult skill aren't locking them down, it's not getting much utilization. Ooh, great counter, chip out, and then there it is. Acid will be able to take it 3-1, formally this time, and moving along. There it is. So yeah, Acid will be moving on to fight Vermilion a little bit later. We're going to be hopping over to PPN versus KO OTO. I think this is losers quarterfinal. I think. Yeah, it's losers quarterfinal. Cool. After this, we'll do Vermilion Acid Cookies, and then we'll go back over to winners for Shuabu and nothing. Nothing. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Barry versus Nair. Barry versus Nair. Better believe it.
Near.
Ranked as brain rot. That's so real. That is so real.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
All right. Let us see. Alright, ult skill hold. Just these huge, lingering hitboxes here from Fairy to just cover death at all costs. That seems rough. Yeah, because just like so active, so far reaching, you really can't leave death hanging like that in instances where it would otherwise be safe just due to Fairy's range. Double 6XL. Yup, case in point right there. That far L nullifying the death. Okay, we just decided to let Momo rip right. Oh, they jumped straight into it like a moth to a flame. Unfortunate. Okay, it's not enough to kill though. Hey yo, the anti-air on the puppet, not letting it rock for free. She just stuck up there. Great matchup recognition here from PP Man as they take that round one. It looks like they're very, very knowledgeable of the anti-Nier stuff that is necessary in order to be successful. Whoa, okay. It's being super tricky. Finds that full jump in, dive kick. KO just cannot figure out a way to establish really much of anything at all. Okay, yeah, the side swap only brief, confirming for this SBA. GG setup on the side as well for the combo conversion. Side swap back into the front. What are these gamer confirms? Yo, you would love backdash. Oh! There it is.
Why won't you accept me?
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Ngahe.
Engage.
Hop on 2 from the landing. Yeah, just button into. Ugh. What does Mir do?
Great.
Yeah, just imagine if you're close enough, or it depends on what you're blocking, where you're at, right? Some spot dodges after blocking certain maneuvers if you think that the whip is coming. 6XL, you know, potentially jump, just cycling through the maneuvers. It seems like more often than not, though, KO's trying to like block it out, and then after blocking, figuring out a way back in. But for those sequences, PP Man is just opting rather than trying to interact again, just backdashing and keeping that space super far. As you should.
Battle 2. Engage.
6XL. Doop, doop, doop. GG. 2U for the pickup. Oh no, Raging Strike. Time to guess. It's throw. Why does he have like a 3-way mix-up and all of them get combos? Like, whether it was throw, low, or overhead, this would have been the natural conclusion no matter what if it made contact. Isn't that like crazy? Especially for the zoner? Or do I sound crazy?
Victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh. EX lasso yet again. Jump in. Yeah, recognize that they were too high and too far to get a full confirm there, so just went for a strike throw mix up. Smart there from PP Man. Oh no. Okay, GG actually mixing up to confirm those. PP Man couldn't get quite what they were looking for. Swoop. You would love backdash. With the BC. Hang. 2L. Finds that jump. Went for another one. Ah, yeah, we were able to jump in twice in order to close in that distance. Went for a third jump there, and by that point, PP Man was having their eyes on the skies. Get that anti-air. 1 round away from moving on here. Okay. We are getting a little bit more mileage off of jump still from KO, so they are finding a little bit more impactful approaches. I think the issue from here is having them lead into pressure. Like from here, right? Okay, we do the EX death. 6XL also might have been a good choice, honestly. We need to find a way to establish something against PP Man. Can't get the full pickup. A gap in the pressure does allow for the back throw, so the pressure that we just were able to manage now immediately gone in an instant. SBA, we're going to be draining the diamonds, push it to the corner with the GG on the side. Why can't she do all of this? Okay. Oh, off the wall bounce. Time to guess, buddy. It's the overhead. You got that. Another guess. Spot dodge. Raging strike. GG's. My gosh. What a character. What a player. PP Man. 3-0 over KO. Going to be moving on. All right, so PP Man in the top 4 territory. We'll be fighting the winner of our next match here, Vermilion and Acid Cookies. The Verge. All right, so we know that Verm is on Belial no matter what. Question is, as they're going to start out straight with the Matera, are they going to try Galleon? No, they're strictly business. Full Matera action. Stream good to start. Here we go. Belial
versus Matera.
Here it
Believe in
is.
victory. Battle 1. Engage.
All right, kind of that throw. Ooh, missed time under pressure, so the back throw coming in. I've been there. Oh man, I've been there. You just want to reset the neutral, get to Belial, and he's just like, but what if I parried? Like, man, go away, dude. All right. Ooh. Good counter. Oh my gosh. That was quite the decision for Vermilion of all things. Because, like, you could tell that Acid off that Brave counter being blocked was just looking at like, okay, they're thinking about how do I detonate Butterfly? Like, that was the mindset to try to threaten Chip. And then during that thought process, Verm was like, I'm a Raging Strike. And it's just like, of course you're not ready for the reaction there. You're thinking, how do I detonate Butterfly? So, what a wild action from Vermilion that when you really isolate it, really makes a lot of sense. That would have hit me too. Woo. Boom. Raging Strike, Raging Chain. Butterfly. Whoa, ambitious. What a confirm. Actually, that was impressive. In order to get the anti-air confirmed for Butterfly at that angle midair, Acid was ready for that one. That was cool. Tick pressure. Instant throw tech. Caught by the 6XL. Good old reliable. Tick throw works this time. Throw in Lupin. Oh! Ah! I think that's game. I've seen this movie before. Boom, boom, pow. We're moving up game one.
I thought Sky Dwellers were all for the Valkyrie. Believe in victory.
The audacity of this man to walk up and hit 5H in the corner. Walk up slowly and hit 5H. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, these 6XL spacings have been immaculate here from Vermilion. Oh my gosh, the old skill scoop up. Is that air unblockable? I actually don't know. Yo, again? Again. Oh. It's bleak. Okay, yeah, that little box out game that Verm has been playing, Acid, peppering in some far L's in order to deter against that. Too little too late, as we see yet another Raging Strike. Forced to spin the Brave counter just to stay alive. We have no diamonds now. Do or die time here for Acid. Stomp on him. Ah! Let me go. Okay, that's one way to do it. SBA, is that going to hit in time? It sure will. So gets a Bravery point back, which is not too pivotal. I mean, you have actually another Brave counter, basically. Gets the knockdown, does a ton of damage. Butterfly's set up, but did not opt for any pressure. It's all good, though. The snipe. Gotta be able to work out here for Acid.
Battle 2.
Engage. Good jump. Ooh. He wants to move now. Another one. Okay, back row. Ugh. Yo! The double hop was really cool in order to bait the DP. They just didn't land in time in order to get a punish. Ooh. 6 over the pickup. Not much else for it. Slight life lead here for Acid as they're just trying to maintain that neutral game. They confirm. Yeah, they're looking for that corner. That's what's been giving them the most amount of value day in and day out. But Acid able to navigate out. Old skill fireball to keep them in check. Full life lead for Verm at this point. What do we do? What do we do? Okay, instant throw tech. Why does that have such a high hit rate? Oh! You're in chip territory now. Who am I talking to? Yes. I'm talking to Acid. They can't block any specials, but I mean, look at all the chip adding up. Now we have hits. Verm trying to find this last thing before it like gets all out of. That's so crazy. When you just simply play the neutral clean, it doesn't matter how close you are to death. Just simply don't get hit. Right? You're playing with Terra, just simply don't get hit. Okay. Another one. Otra vez. Oh, yeah, you thought I would do a fourth. That's the point where I did a strike. Speaking of strike, Raging Strike. With the SBA. I've seen this combo a million times. This combo's taken a million rank points from me. Alright, Verm filling it right now.
Battle 2.
Oh boy, I got something in my eye. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Oh. Whoop. Something just flew into my eye. I will be back. What in the world?
Whoops. What? So, this is getting me hot. You're such a flirt. Great, nice look. This is good. They always give. This is good. Come, the final chapter's in hand.
Okay, that was unexpected. We're all good. SBA here for Vermilion. Finds the throw bait. Brave counter here from Acid. Hello? Ah, yeah, there just wasn't the proper resources to make that fatal. Oh, got caught on the spot dodge. That was a smart delay there from Verm. Yeah, if Acid had, I mean, let's say the SBA meter, or I don't know if did they have the bravery point for the Raging Strike, Raging Chain? I guess the issue is from there, like, what do you do, right? Tough to call in that moment.
This is stupid. Cut me off nice. I'm coming. You can do that exhibitionist. This is getting me hot.
Okay. Really just run away with this. Literally.
You sure about cut me off?
There's a brave counter.
This is better. I'll take that.
Yo, they just knew. Yeah, Acid has been taking to the skies quite a bit. Rightfully so, in order to snipe that forward approach with the butterfly. So, as a response, Verm was like, well, I'll just walk under. It'll be waiting for you right when you land. So, I mean, this is pretty scary actually here for Acid, right? The only means of defense that you have are your pokes, your defense, your reactions, and your ultimate DP, but able to utilize that patience to a high degree. Finds the opportunity for that ult snipe off the up back. Acid looking to tie this up with this round. Catch the spot dog. No full confirmation though. Woo. Strike throw. Okay. Yeah, I like Acid's adaptations. Throw in more far L's, right? You see the range that Verm is playing around and to deter against that, just far L-ing time and time again to make it riskier to go for the 6XLs or the scoop. So did not pay off fully, as Verm is on match point here. It's up to Acid to try to bring this back at this point. Ooh. Another one. Okay. Ah. Yeah, they're just kind of scrapped away with Verm. Coming out on top as a result of it. One away from being able to do it. There's the ult command throw when you least expected. Has not shown that. Not only all set, maybe all night. Saved her for when it mattered the most. Able to get the scoop. And Verm takes the 3-1 over Acid Cookies, moving along. Cool. So that will be Verm versus PP Man set up for the loser semis, which we will see a little bit later. Yo, the Dave jump scare? Oh, Dave is trying to get on comms. I can set that up.
What up, internet? I missed you guys.
Welcome, welcome. Right in time for top 4.
Hell yeah. Yeah, just checking out the bracket here. We got some good stuff. We got Shubu versus Nothing. You know, Nothing was in another bracket, but had the dip, but came back. So good to see that they're still playing. And then, yeah, Vermilion versus PP Man. So good timing.
Yup.
Don't forget the Matcherino, guys. That thing's pretty sick. You can claim codes. It's free to do. Like, you just sign in, you claim it. It adds 25 cents to the pot, goes to the players. You can contribute if you want to, but you don't have to, of course. It would make me very happy to see the codes go away.
Likewise. Let's see. I'm not a gamer. Actually, you know what? I am a gamer. I can figure this out. I'm going to do this, and then I will just simply be Kamome.
You're going to... Oh, cool. Do I get to RP as Atkins then?
What's that? No, you're you.
You're
you.
Oh, I'm me? Hell yeah. I wanted to be cool, though. I wanted to be cracking Atkins. I gotta get me a PNG tuber and just model it like yours. Except it'll be like a green sweater vest.
There you go. That is one thing. I need to find the person that I commissioned for this to request more alts. You know, I love the blue sweater. I love the red sweater, especially since those are actual articles of clothing that I own. But now that I've been utilizing it a lot more, you know, I could use like maybe like 6 more alts.
That'd be good. Just all the color. I mean, can't you just put that in paint and, you know, done deal?
Probably. But, you know, I want to support the independent creator that helped come up with this PNG tuber that is, I mean, seemingly all over the place now. Like, I did not, like, there are multiple emojis of just, like, my Discord avatar with the, like, online status icon as well, named Atkins, and servers that I don't know what they are. But, like, I see it used mostly within, like, Idol Showdown circles. And like I click on it, it's like this emoji's from a server that's either private or unavailable, and it's like, who's using this? Like, where is this from? Why is this here? Like,
Right on. But yeah, it looks like we got the both players queued up. We got Shubu. Oh my gosh, Shubu playing ranked too. It's dark timeline, it seems, with the Loane versus Nothing on the Ladiva.
the man wants games. He'll play ranked, he'll play in tournaments, he'll play in anything to get games.
It's true. I thought like I was retiring, going into the commentator lifestyle, but still, you know, beating everyone up for fun. I'm proud of you, Shubu. That's good. And playing this character, right? You know, he was on the Siegfried for so long, and it's like, you know what? I want a better character, so pick Wayne. But speaking of better character, Ladiva recently buffed, has a lot of new options to just kind of get in and put pressure on, so gonna be kind of a challenge here.
Interesting. What are some of the options that Ladiva got?
Faster, lariat speed, headbutt beating projectiles now, and it's just a really fast grappler.
Does faster lariat speed apply to the EX one, like the one that you can duck?
No, I think it's just the light and medium ones, or maybe it's just the medium one.
Okay.
But yeah, there were some changes though to kind of balance things out. So like, if you do EX headbutt all 3 times on block, you're -4, so that means you can be thrown if you do it spaced out wrong. But normally Ladivas won't do that. So, but you know, oh my gosh, yeah, just trying to get the corner carry, but nothing's like, all right, let me roll. I see what you're up to. Yeah, good awareness too, recognizing Shubu, which are like, okay, I'm not going to get the mix up on them. It's all right. Let me use this to get out of the corner, which is an interesting use of 100 meter, right?
Okay, full headbutt confirmation with the lariat into the corner. Flip out. Oh, the scoop.
Yeah, it's going to get the kill too.
Yeah, we've been seeing these different usages of the super meter from Shubu, context dependent, right? SBA, if they're looking for that positioning, that's not the first time that they did to utilize it, try to go from corner to corner. But also the old skill will. Like, Shubu is an old skill will abuser, especially if like it's been paying off within that close range to catch spot dodging. Like, it's messed up.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good utilization. You know, if you spend out the wheel bros, you can't get rid of it. It just comes out and you have to respect it. You can throw out the ult Catalina bot, and that does full conversion, of course, too, if you get the air hit or whatever it is. It's very goofy. But yeah, here we go again with the human pyramid attack. Gets the low, so actually does challenge this time and gets the confirm. Doesn't want to deal with any sort of drop combos on net play, so might as well.
Yeah, and a beautiful punish on that sweep as well. Ready for the full thing. Okay, a lot of respect shown here. Maybe trying to bait out any potential reversals.
Yeah, Bladiva too. Yeah, her ult headbutt also recently got buffed too, so it has way more invincibility. You can block it though, so it's not unblockable, so that's the trade-off. But again, nothing able to find the hit and secure game one.
He kicked the bucket again.
Nothing getting the job done. With a variety of characters tonight, by the way. It's been Soris, Ladiva, and Galleon.
Oh, Galleon. Okay, yeah, Galleon. Hopefully we've seen a couple Galleons tonight, I imagine, right?
Yeah. Acid Cookies put some Galleon to the blue.
No, but yeah, I mean, new character, gotta try her out, especially see maybe gap a little bit with her and get a free win from tournaments. But yeah, nothing go back to the tried and true.
Okay, that's that old head that we were talking about.
Recently buffed as well. And you see Shubu a lot of the time going for bro setups and trying to reset into the throw. Getting the air hit with the ult pinwheel, though. It's going to be a good starter.
Yeah, great recognition in order to get that corner conversion. Oh, even better recognition from Nothing, though, on the 6-6L in order to interrupt the bro call.
Cannot believe that hit the whole family. How unfortunate. But yeah, now Shubu's stuck in the corner here. Forced to respect this pressure here. But again, nothing, just able to call out any sort of hope from Shubu to get things started. Has 100 meter on deck, so might be seeing some mini games happen, or no, we're just gonna answer it out with the throw.
It's this is a weird thing to say, but like I haven't seen Shubu use SSBA much. However, in my games with Shubu, I also haven't dwindled him down to that 100 meter territory where he has blue and hasn't been using like old skills. So.
Yeah, I think for the most part, a lot of people believe that the SBA is better just because there's more unk checkability to it, right? But
yeah.
The Yigi is just a little bit too slow, and you can just play it really lame, and it's easy to punish if you have a full screen option. So.
Okay.
And also, you can die while in Yigi mode, I think. So if you chip her out to nothing and then you despawn, you're just dead. So.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah. So definitely not the worth the risk. And he also, like, it's for a fixed time too, so you can't even like preemptively do it to do some sort of mix-up or anything. So
Sure.
right now, Jerry just dispensing all the ult pinwheels. Throw another one out, get the hit, air unblockable, deal with this.
Old skills in this game, man. Yeah, he's throwing it out like the personal flame carpet. Like, just do it. Why not?
Not only is it like a flame carpet, but it's like an assist almost, right? Where it's just, oh, I'm getting comboed. Just kidding. You have to hold this now, and now it's my turn. So really good awareness to sending out those bros whenever possible. Oh, gets the air unblockable hit too. Those Catalina rockets really good.
Bong. Oh!
Goes to the reset this time. Gets the confirm here too. The ult throw. Oh yeah, you just never think that would hit from that range, but again, nothing really able to space out those jabs just enough to get the confirm. Shubu trying to eat the food. There's the Yugi. All right, we're gonna see. Nothing's ready for this. Yeah, a lot of times you're just spending rocks. Oh, gets the unblockable, though.
Ooh.
Nothing, you know, relatively unscathed. Oh, and spends the DP2 to call out the ult lariat. Gets the kill. Shubu on the board.
There it is. I'm hilariously late on this, by the way. This might have been in the transition where we were getting winners finals together, but I see you hated with the rate of 27 viewers. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you so much. I am just noticing.
Yeah, big fan. I see you, hater. Hope the BB tag's treating you well. Right now, you know, nothing's starting to cook. Getting these inversions. Not a lot of resources on deck to make stuff happen, but Shubu has that 86 meter. It's getting dangerously close to SBA range.
Ooh, okay. Opting for the reversal. Brave counter. Stay in the corner.
Yeah, BC trying to get out. Hits the cross up. Gets the confirm too. Oh my gosh, this is so much meter gain for no reason.
Oh my! You have the ult cat bot, and you already know that there's some wills left behind, or SBA, whatever you could imagine. It's just such a messed up position to deal with defensively. Nothing part of the way out. Look at these spot dodges.
Yeah, spending that cancel, but unfortunately not quite enough to get the punish. We're gonna get the guard crush anyways. Into the confirm, and spending the another lariat. Yeah, going corner to corner. Somebody nerf this character. My goodness.
With the parry. Rockets, yeah, we're going to be eating some food, but there's just the EX Lariat, nothing picking their spots perfectly.
Yeah, double food, a little greedy. Wanted that salad, but unfortunately nothing able to answer back with that Lariat. We're getting dangerously close here, but should be trying to find an answer. Again, that Lariat, it's so quick and just able to punish any sort of opportunities. What he's trying to do.
Oh, wow, the wake-up buttons on what was looking like a safe jump ended up being a slight whiff that Jerry was able to capitalize on. Spot dodge for the punisher with the throw.
And again, we're going to be cycling this. You get the same scenario. Call out the cat bot. Call out the bro. Am I going throw low? What's going to happen? But nothing able to navigate it this time. And yeah, getting the clip low. Surprisingly after the BC, no less.
Ooh. Flip out. Bro family.
Yep, gonna spend it. Oh, gets the confirm. That's one of the few options you have to punish spot dodge too, so good recognition from Shubu to be able to answer that. And yeah, just gonna get scooped up, unfortunately is unsafe, and yeah, gonna get the kill. Nothing going up 2-1 versus Shubu.
All right. We were running top three, or sorry, first to three throughout the entirety of the top 8. This was Jordan's finals of top first three regardless.
Right on. So yeah, you know, Shubu has some games to play with, kind of recognize, maybe pick a different character, but they believe in the lane choice in this matchup, and they're going to stick it all the way through.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, good answer to the Lariat too, recognizing, okay, you're probably going to throw here or something, I'll throw back. It's the fastest option I have, and yeah, eating the parfait to get the additional meter, so SBA is available to escape, but Shubu holding it for now.
A really cute air reset with the rising JL and nothing, just fully ready for the throw after blocking the BC. They've been pretty consistent on minimizing risk when it comes to this SBA. I mean, they ended up taking that last strike, but it could have been so much worse if they got opened up earlier.
Yeah, and you know, unfortunately too, that last strike is the one that deletes the Brave Point too, but nothing able to navigate yet again and secure the round. Now nothing on set point.
All right. Cat Rocket, yeah, guaranteed air unblockable. Not the worst amount of damage in the world though.
Yeah, and it's a lot of little opportunities that Shubu's been able to find, but again, nothing, just able to get these scoops and just huge damage openers. Good jump out there this time. Shubu ready for it. Recognizing, okay, I've seen this play panner enough times, but an unfortunate air blockable, and yeah, go for the command grab as a punish.
Shubu is just living La Vida Loca, right? Just all the craziness in the world. Backdash, forward dash, call the cat bot, call the bros, anything. Just letting it all rip, trying to overwhelm nothing.
Yeah, I mean, this is the character, right? Optimally played, you got to play a little bit like a nut. Sending the bros, pinwheel out, has 50 meter again. We're going to see another one come out. Not quite enough to get the air unblockable yet, but should be dangerously close to taking the round, but no BP. Got to be worried about that. Just double jab, counter hit confirm. Going to be able to secure the round.
Dude, the spacing on that Lariat really played into Nothing's favor there. Because Shubu somehow, I'm not even sure if it was a reaction or anticipation, but that parry was money. It just ended up being not the right space in order to get it. That just shows that Shubu is really in tune with the actions built and thrown out there right now.
See, nothing trying to headbutt the missiles again. Was shown off in the dev stream. You're able to do it if you time it right, but yeah, you got hit a little bit earlier now. Nothing does have the corner pressure here. 100 meter on deck, so SBA available as an option. But we're going to just see a full confirm here. And the cash, just get the diamond back. Delete one here from Shubu. And Shubu dangerously close.
Okay, EX parry in order to get out. Catbot.
Oh yeah, There's the old bros again. Trying to build that meter again to send the bros out, but good awareness from nothing to spot dodge, so that way they don't get the partial refund. A 60 meter on deck, so might be enough to send another bro out here. Set up something, but no diamonds available, so any hit's going to be really fatal if they get a full conversion.
Okay. Show me, bring this back with dies to wake up buttons.
The classic, you never see it coming. Nothing, taking it 3-1 over Shuvu. Gonna be moving on to winners, or grand finals, I guess.
Grand finals winner side. There it is. Nothing. Able to make it happen.
Nothing making something, you might say.
Oh, this guy's good.
Oh, we're gonna be moving on to losers, semifinals. Vermilion of NorCal versus VPN and SoCal. Probably the Belial versus the Fairy matchup, as usual. Tale as old as time.
Yeah, this was the grands of the last Daybreak, so it's coming up this time around with the loser semis, a little bit of a shake-up to the bracket. But I mean, both players have looked strong regardless. Like PP Man, just once they're in their zone with that Fairy, they are unstoppable. Just hasn't really, the reason why they got sit down here was a matter of the recent sets that they had against Nothing. They have not been able to beat Nothing Sora's. That's been like a real sticking point for them. But otherwise, they've been looking strong. And then obviously Vermilion, top class North American player, playing Belial within his brackets and looking good on it.
Yeah, really believing in the Belial pick. And this, you know, they were a 2B player. They are a 2B player, right? But, you know, hey, this Belial got nerfed recently. Check this character out. And, you know, gonna pick it into the zoner matchup, which, you know, Belial definitely has tools to get around it. That old Fireball, really good to challenge a lot of approaches. Gonna be able to use the parry to get in against some of the whip cancels too. So it's just a matter of trying to find that initial hit. Trying to go for light DP as like a level 4 priority button to beat anything, but people aren't ready for it this time.
Hey. 6 go, baby. The confirmation. Back throw. Interesting. Okay. They decided against it.
Yeah, surely the third time, right? Yeah, gonna be forced to block that GG. People are definitely taking good control of the actual space of the, you know, setting up a fake corner, so to speak, even at mid-screen and forcing that GG again. Gonna have to be ready for it this time. Vermilion just showing, like, hey, I'm willing to DP really early, so you gotta respect me. Getting the jump in, but no full confirm, unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that they were under the impression that it was too high in order to actually get a combo. It's hard to say in the moment if that was the case. Ooh, spot dodge. Oh, but they brought back into it. Damn.
Unfortunate. Yeah, you know, they were ready for it and they thought, okay, surely the GG's gone now, right? No, unfortunately, just gets clipped. Good DP start. That's definitely a safe option for PP Man to go through. Get the low, all they're jumping, ton to DP, but Vermilion trying to make something happen, closing the space slowly and putting PP Man in the corner. So, but this is something, a play pattern that PP Man likes, because PP Man goes in the corner, but then you're able to side swap so easily, just like that. Now you're in the corner all of a sudden, and you've got to take all this mix.
Casing point here. Oh, okay. Yeah, snatch back. Makes sense.
Yeah, you can, you know, web throw, reality stone, web swing, all that stuff over and over with this character. She's just able to do whatever she wants sometimes. And PP Man taking the first game.
Solidly so. Just full control over the matchup at hand. Verm trying to... Okay, that's one way to cover the space. 6XL immediately on the route. That's going to give us the corner position that we're looking for.
Yep, is a fast option. So, you know, normally you're trying to use that far medium to close out, but it is a slower option compared to 6XL. So good on Vermilion to challenge things. And yeah, trying to set up that delay ult grab, but it's not quite biting. Being able to jab out, and now all of a sudden, again, taking that corner.
Yeah, this set is reminding me of what I saw from Verm versus Acid Cookie, where Verm really loves when they find you in the corner to really play around that 5H, 6XL, and scoop mind game from just like, you know, right outside of the mid-range. And so Acid Cookies, as a response, started doing way more 5Ls in order to cover that approach. It seems like PP Man has caught on to that early, which is going to cause a problem, right? You see like PP Man immediately, right in that positioning, already throwing out the light, almost at the deter against the approach.
Yeah, but right now, you know, it's all going in Vermilion's favor right now. Has the damage lead, has, you know, just spent the meter there, forced to do the GG, and gets the punish too. Off the old parry. Good showing Vermilion on the board.
It is. Burn. A matter of finding the corner, and here it is yet again, this time off of a jump in.
Oh yeah, immediately pressing that close medium. Recently, well, previously buffed, so it's got a higher priority clash system, so beats out a lot of those low priority lights. Good awareness from P-Man. He's trying to find opportunity to put Vermilion in the corner, but Vermilion just down backing content. You know, hey, you got to come to me. I've got the lead for now. Just kidding. Now I'm losing the lead, but he's able to walk out of the GG pressure. And again, yeah, just put it in the corner. Now you're forced to respect P-Man just a little bit more.
Yeah, these slowly but surely hits are becoming more and more impactful as they make their mark. As PP-Man all of a sudden has this massive life lead, corner positioning SBA. Gotta imagine that we'll have some GG on the side. Not even old skill DP.
Yeah, you see PP-Man wanted to BC to put Belial into the ball, but yeah, just able to travel far enough away, so now it's no longer an issue. And oh, the run-up counter hit finally. Vermilion, known for doing that after a lot of pressure, is going to be able to get this round as long as they go into the SBA.
Yep. SBA, not even going to get the animation. The Ronaldinho kick is going to be enough as Vermilion taps it up 1-1. Really unfortunate break there for PP-Man, right? You spend your 100 SBA gauge to try to extract some type of value from it, and essentially got none of it. So the core of their win condition kind of gone in the distance there.
Yeah, and you know, that's one of the risks you take when you let it rip at combo limit, hoping to get some sort of reset pressure. But you know, Vermilion, good awareness to use the old DP as the longest lasting invincible move to clear it, and also hits really high, so it goes above the fireball too. So
Indeed.
yeah, right now PP-Man definitely in control of the round, eating that one diamond, getting away relatively scot-free too. So you know, and again, just using the ult whip to call it any sort of zoning attempts. Vermilion's got to find a way in that allows them to be safe, but that EX whip is going to be securing that round for PP-Man.
It is a snap back to full form here from PP-Man. Shades of what we were seeing within that game one where they were so dominant.
Yep, and again, you see Vermilion starting off with that aggression, recognizing, okay, let me 6XL, but PP-Man starting to adapt to it a little bit more, using backdash and trying to be a little bit more safe. Man is in the corner, but if he gets a single hit, Vermilion will be soon, so have to be wary of that and really button up your pressure, making sure that you have an opportunity to just press and maintain that advantage. And again, Vermilion in the corner now, but in the combo lead, so taking the life advantage too.
Yeah, in theory, I like the idea of the up back dive kick in order to try to maybe catch Verm backdashing and get some pressure on block, or even just as like a little cheeky corner escape option, but Verm was just much too aware of the circumstances at hand. They fired back with the pivotal round of their own.
Real good, tying it up, 1 round apiece. We're tied in set count too, so looking good, but it is first of 3, so opportunity to learn and just kind of adapt to player tendencies. Able to punch the EX pinwheel, recognizing too that they're probably going to go for the cancel. Good roll from P-Man, starting off this pressure really strong.
Okay. Yeah, just playing that 5H box out zone. The range, their Verm doesn't want to play the matchup, right? They're constantly trying to push an aggression, keep the matchup closer. This full screen range, and we're seeing why Verm doesn't want to play here.
So he's going to get the ult whip confirmed, but unfortunately no full combo. Yeah, and trying to counter out with that ult skill, but getting a perfect, no less. A 40-second perfect. I mean, we saw a 60-second perfect earlier, but that was with Matera, so gosh,
right.
Goodness. A jump from PP-Man taking the lead in set count 2-1. Vermilion believing in the Belial, going to be sticking to it the whole way through.
Yeah, these are some of these early sequences that could be such a important sequence here from Verm. But the defense from PP-Man, I was going to say maybe we can separate to the mid screen, but no, the ult skill scoop and a punish on the throw.
Yeah, just throwing a little bit too early there, not able to challenge that approach, and Vermilion looking really strong. Not quite enough to get the full SBA combo, but yeah, just going to be trying to pressure with that ult claw, and gets the hit again, but not quite enough to get the full kill. 2 diamonds on deck, but it's not going to man that pinwheel covering the spot dodge. Vermilion going up.
What is that ult claw and block?
It's, well, guard crushes, so
oh.
yeah. And there are setups where you use the pinwheel and stuff and use it, and it becomes an unblockable where you get a full conversion off of it on wake up, so it's tricky.
I see it.
Yeah. But good recognition there from PP-Man. Just starting this pressure off strong and utilizing that EXGG to hold things down a little bit better. And again, just catching Vermilion, just trying to close space a little bit is definitely a hard challenge. You know, you can't run block in this game, so you gotta find a way in, but crouch blocking is not going to be enough to find a way in, so you got to make something happen.
Huh. I don't know. That was intentional.
That had to have been a walk ult fireball.
Right.
You know, and unfortunately it came out, you know, the input system is a little goofy in this game. There are simple inputs, but, you know, if you don't let go of the forward quick enough, the old DP comes out, so. But PB-Man, you know, hey, we'll take those. And now PB-Man on set point here.
Oh, I love this Brave counter. As in, I think it's a smart decision. I hate eating Brave counters like that are offensive to maintain positioning, but it's a smart move.
It goes for the air unblockable, but unfortunately just a little late on the pinwheel confirm. But again, PB-Man, 1 diamond, so any hit's going to be really fatal. Oh, that's a good start, but unfortunately, wrong pinwheel conversion. Spot dodges the Raging Strike. PB-Man is not over 30 anymore. Gonna be getting the confirm, setting up the GG. Yeah, and just going for the block. We've seen Vermilion DP a bunch of times there. Force respect. And he does that DP again, you know, old DP or EX DP, but right now PB-Man just running away with it.
Beautiful. Courtesy of those reactions and good space control, PB-Man able to get the 3-1 victory over Vermilion. You know, it's not a matter of age, it's a matter of the vitamins and the nutrients, right? They had their Flintstones multivitamin, the cod liver oil, the elderberry gummies, right? They had everything that they needed in order to fuel the reactions on the reaction check. That if it did not work, they might have just died. So maybe it was adrenaline that fueled the reaction at the end of the day. I don't know.
Yeah, and you know, we saw that was the first time Vermilion went for it that whole set, maybe even whole tournament. I didn't see it at all against the Matera, so good awareness from PB-Man to be ready to react to that.
Indeed, indeed. Well, this will be causing a Daybreak first, but a SoulCal Infinite. PB-Man versus Shubu, these two have definitely played quite a few sets. But in the online spectrum within Daybreak, Shubu usually commentates for us. First time they're actually entering. So they'll be playing it online for losers finals to figure out who can get the run back against Nothing in Grands, as Nothing is the player that said both of these players are losers. So
yeah, absolutely. And, you know, both really strong players in their own right. You know, Shubu, a name known for such a long time, you know, even in vanilla, really strong Seox player, played a bunch of different characters in vanilla, and now is, you know, playing around with a bunch of characters in, I guess 2.0, 2.1, I guess is what this patch is. So, but yeah, PB-Man Classic, sticking with the Fairy, relatively new to fighting games compared to Shubu, but has really grown into it and really shown, you know, they can compete at the top levels. Has been a competitor in a bunch of different online spaces as well.
So yes, it will be probably Luane locked in. I wonder if he's just going to main Luane. Like, he's been willing to use different characters against me in our casual sets. I think it's because he knows that, like, I'm trying to run matchups at the end of the day. But throughout, like, sets that I've been seeing him play, and obviously he has the Grandmaster on Luane, and throughout this entire tournament, it seems like this is the character that he's having the most affinity with lately.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a strong pick, and definitely, I think should be learning a lot too over at Evo Japan of like how to play against these kind of more patient play styles that PB-Man's going to be showing too. But as we're getting into it, just want to say thanks to Tara for putting $20 in the pot too for the Matcherino. Much appreciated. And I do see more codes claimed, so thank y'all. Much appreciated.
Big thanks, big thanks. That's awesome.
Okay, we're getting started here. Just lots of mutual respect, lots of back forth fundies and trying to respect. But yeah, the one thing PB-Man has to worry about in this matchup too is that Fairy was so strong in vanilla for a lot of its life that a lot of the GG pressure is known already. That wasn't changed too much to Rising. So Shubu going to be ready to jab out when it is true, or when you have the opportunity to, and going to be ready to block and go for fuzzies if possible.
That infamous old skill will PB-Man showing the proper spot dodge at the perfect ranges too. You do have to be careful if you're too close because the spot dodge actually can get punished because we'll recover so fast. But good recognition on the ranges thus far.
Yeah, goes for the jump this time to avoid getting the throw tech, and the bro able to cover. Oh, and getting the cat bot. We're going corner to corner, eating some turkey or whatever that triple meat for some reason.
My ears, bro.
But yeah, gonna be a steady life lead.
Yeah, PvPan is really looking for anything. Of course, if that ult whip does make contact, you have the SSBA available, so you could really use that as an opportunity to swing things in your favor. One of the riskier spot dodge angles, I'm not going to lie, based off the spacing from Shuabu, but it works out. 11 seconds on the clock. We need something now or never. Finds the counter hit. SSBA in order to try to seal it. Let's see.
It's gonna be a grip of damage. No diamonds left. Early combo too, so gonna be a lot.
Not over yet.
Not enough. Oh, and the Caterpillar able to call out with the missiles. Thank you, assist bot. Much appreciated.
I swear, man, I have a bone to pick with that move. I have a bone to pick with this character, actually. Like,
That's fair, you know. He's not using the shrimp this time, at least, so, like, I respect it. And again, gonna go for that throw bait. And getting this confirmed, too, with the bros. Oh, and there's the throw now. And we've seen historically in the past, like, at Mega Monthly, that Shubu will go through throws 6 times in a row against PP-Man because PP-Man's just going to respect it. Might as well. And now, all of a sudden, maybe PP-Man's trying to react to those incidents, and Shubu ready to respond with those empty jumps.
all right, off the wall. This is really reminiscent of what we saw within the previous game. Just a different context. It will be the SSBA animation yet again, but this time, PP-Man has corner positioning, so you're a lot better equipped to try to make this comeback.
Yep, has some life still, has some Raging Strike available. Good use of the parry to get around the GG and just not blocking, unfortunately. That 668 side switch is killer, even on the best of players.
You can't keep getting away with this. Able to cheat death twice off the post SSBA situation. How do they do it?
It's just pure gap, right? And a lot of alcohol, apparently. This character. Who knows? But yeah, Shubu won up on the board, but PP-Man answering back pretty convincingly. Going to be taking the corner, forcing the GG respect, but Shubu able to jump out and navigate it.
All right, 5-0 tap. Back to the corner.
Just gets caught blocking low. On how unfortunate. Going to get the full conversion here too with the bros. Oh, an unfortunate drop though. Eats the pasta, so gets some energy back, which is always good.
Ooh, so much respect shown there from PP-Man. I wonder what they were expecting us to do there.
Yep, has a lot of meter on deck, so might be willing to spend. And there's the bros again. Doesn't matter how soon you hit them out. They come out anyways.
All right, man. I'm going to write my Lloyd dissertation after this match, man, because what the hell?
You know, it's a good move, turns out. But yeah, baits the DP, gets the throw. Not a huge punish, but enough to get things started. No diamonds left for Shubu, though, so any sort of hits can be really critical. Oh, not quite enough to get the pickup off the rockets, though. 1 diamond left for PP-Man, so does have access to Raging Strike to try to call out Shubu.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's the thing about using that EX whip, right? Oh, it ends up, like, working out at the end of the day. Good match for PP-Man, but, like, after using that EX whip, in terms of just, like, an immediate full-screen counterplay option that you have available, you run kind of slim, and so it forces PP-Man to have to approach on Fairy, whereas Shubu, on the other end, is like, oh, I don't have to worry about that check anymore. Okay, maybe I'll get food, or set up a cat bot, or do, like, the ult will, like...
Yeah, it's every challenge too. You know, the EX whip is plus, so you do get a little bit of opportunity to get things going. But speaking of which, PP-Man getting things going with the SBA, getting the reset too with the cartwheel, force respect. And again, Shubu just showing, I can jump out of this pressure. I know this stuff is fake. You got to deal with this now.
Yeah, it's not allowed for anything unreal. No pressure that I don't need to take, you know?
Yeah, I'm learning I should jump a lot more against PP-Man too. So Shubu teaching us everything here. And speaking of which, yeah, don't jump that much, I guess. You're going to get DP'd anyways. Those cat rockets, so good at holding down the neutral.
It knocked down as well, but Cat's EX... Never mind. Anyways.
Again, the rocket trade, but yeah, just going to cash out that old DP. Going to get the kill too. Hard to challenge. PP-Man on the board, 1 apiece.
All I'm saying is that how is it that 1 hit of Cat's EX rocket on the lane can cause a knockdown, but like Cat's EX, like Cat proper. That's all I'm trying to say.
You know, think about it. If you got hit by a missile, wouldn't you fall over?
I mean, yeah, you know, in theory, probably.
Probably. But I guess if you got hit by like a cold fireball, you'd probably stand still because you got frozen, right? So
gosh.
I think the lore kind of works out.
Yeah, when you put it that way from a physics science standpoint, it does make sense.
Right now, PP Man starting to get things going. Shubu not ready for the slow overhead this time, but that's okay, you know. He's got the space where he can play a little bit more, and getting that 6XL confirmed to set up the bros is super critical to his game plan.
Hey, flip out. Ooh. Good defense
I don't even know which one was him, but PP Man able to navigate it somehow. But unfortunately, the ult pinwheel, gotta be able to clutch it out for him. Getting a full conversion, but not quite enough to get the full kill.
Alright. Oh, spot dodge the DP, and it was enough to kill. Beautiful find there for PP Man.
Yeah, good awareness from PP Man too, recognizing Shubu on 1 diamond, so the additional damage is going to be just enough to deal with him.
Okay. Oh, okay, able to notify the catbot call with that GG. Trying to reset back to the neutral as much as you can here.
Yeah, good awareness too. We haven't seen that swing the whole set, so maybe PP Man's going to start introducing that a little bit more. You can get the dive kick and stuff too as an option to navigate the missiles.
Ooh, okay, I like that far L in order to stuff out not only the bros, but the catbot as well.
Yep, I think PP Man discovered the best move in the game right now, and it's not looking too good for Shuabu. But good awareness too, able to spot dodge the ult skill, so not going to be able to get the refund. Oh my gosh, the counter hit confirms. Shuabu is just on point tonight.
Ooh, okay, that was a very hard call on throw bait, I imagine, right? There's no other reason to do to jump in somebody else's face like that, but PP Man staying patient, not opting for mix-up, opting for corner positioning off the roll, able to get the counter hit with that far 8. PP Man's going to go up 2-1.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple times too where Shubu just jumps out of the pressure, so, you know, going for something a little bit more safer with the roll and trying to see if Shubu is holding the guard button just to get that pressure going. But, uh-oh, that laser being able to snipe out PP Man at the round start. But PP Man string back.
Man, these GG placements in order to target Shubu throwing out Cat from neutral has... I gotta imagine it's intentional at this point. I've seen it happen like 3 times over the past couple of rounds.
Yeah, I think recognizing too that, you know, the way Cat is placed goes a little bit in front of Loin. So if he's going to start doing the aggression, you call out the GG to hopefully meet. You know, GG goes where the player goes, not where the Catbot goes. But the timing works out really well. Ooh. Oh my gosh, unfortunate timing on that parry. It just whiffs and gets punished by the hula hoop. And right now, PP Man is just looking really solid. Has a lot of meter still, has a DP available. Shubu's going to try to make something happen. Uh-oh, Ult Bros is a good start.
Oh, blocked high, letting those buttons really swing here. That's a 5H. Yes, as you just mentioned, that EX flip plus unblock. But the exchange, that's what makes this matchup so interesting, is that like PP Man has the range equipped on Fairy to reach low in a lot of these sequences, but it's the trade potential of like the old skill will or the catbot if it's not nullified with the rockets. It's like kind of a really odd to calculate within the moment if it's worth challenging or not.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to imagine too that PP Man is, you know, a lot of the times you'll see the EX whip into the ult whip to maintain that pressure and catch somebody trying to close space. And, you know, even if it doesn't catch Lil Wayne after doing the pinwheel, it will trade with the pinwheel at least. So it's kind of a mutual advantage at that point. But right now, PP Man looking really solid. On set point here, no less. Has a lot of meter to play with. Shubu's trying to figure something out, though. Doesn't have a lot of meters. Gonna have to figure out a way to eat some food. Missile's good start, but the EX flip able to nullify the initial hit at least.
Yes, the Rockets actually working as a combo breaker in that regard. Okay, far parry does make contact time on the far L.
Far L again, yep. Running forward past the GG at least to get things going. Using the Brave counter to maintain the corner pressure and trying to take the turn back, but PP Man ready to answer back.
Okay, nullified the catbot. Beautiful poke. Bros no avail.
Yeah, unfortunately, parry just a little bit too late on that. And gonna get jabbed out. Shubu does have 50 meters, so probably gonna see. Yeah, Bros come out right now. There's the missiles. Gonna eat some grub. Oh
Double
my
HP.
gosh.
That's exactly what he needed.
Yeah, they're at 8 seconds though, and PP Man has the life lead, so Shubu's gonna have to do something, but that's not gonna be enough. PP Man taking it 3-1. over Shubu.
Man, that could have been extremely tilting if Shubu was able to bring that back. Literally RNG awarding you more interactions at a match, but PP Man had such good control of the neutral. It did not matter how many interactions the Shubu was going to be able to earn back as a courtesy of the dice rolls. PP Man moving on in the grands. Solid stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be seeing the run back from earlier in the bracket, yeah?
Indeed. Yeah, it'll be nothing versus PP Man for our grand finals.
And if I'm not mistaken, these two played in losers finals last Daybreak, where again PP Man was sent to losers by nothing, but nothing was beat, I think 3-1 or something in losers finals, even with the Soras. So we'll see if PP Man is able to repeat that. But right now it's definitely a challenge too. You do have your first of 3, so you do have an opportunity to kind of learn from the matchup. It was a 2-3 this time, so maybe it's just a matter of a couple choices to be able to close it out for PP Man, but nothing also has been showing that, you know, they've won more than they've lost against the Fairy with the Soras.
Yes. So yeah, we'll have to see if basically PP Man will be able to reverse history with this set to take a lead not only within the tournament, but just take a lead in the all-time set count between the two and have the advantage moving forward. So should be a fun grands and interesting grands, and it's been an interesting tournament here for Daybreak playing on this new patch here for Goro Rising. Exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. You know, we are close to hitting $75 courtesy of the $50 pot bonus that is applied for all Daybreak brackets. And another special thanks to Tara for the $20 direct contribution. Greatly appreciate you, and I will see you in a couple weeks for Change Shift. And the people, 14 of you to be exact, that have claimed those codes. That blue claim code button on the Matcherino link, if you haven't already, please utilize it, click it. And take a couple seconds while this match is loading in order to get that free 25-cent donation to the pot. We greatly appreciate it. We want to get those codes used. They're there for a reason, not to sit there and look pretty, get claimed by you pretty people in the chat. So please let my compliments sway you to click that link and take a couple seconds to do it. Thank you.
I mean, it's free to do. You guys like pressing buttons in the game, so why can't you just press the button on the Matcherino, right? There's money involved too, so free to you. Expensive to Atkins, I'm sure. If you want to make him go broke, by all means. But I'll do it. I'll click my buttons. But yeah, we're gonna have a good match coming up here. Looks like nothing is. Oh, okay. We're swapping around a little bit. You can see the Gallons versus the Fairy. So interesting character. A lot of diverse opinions on whether she's strong or not. I'm in the camp where I don't think she's. Well, she's got polarizing matchups. She's also like a grappler, right? She's supposed to have polarizing matchups.
Right. And I mean, I would imagine this is one of those polarizing matchups. It's like Fairy, because it's like a matter of like, what do you do? How do you get your game plan started?
You know, you say that, but Galleon is one of the few zoners that has access. I'm sorry, one of the few grapplers has access to zoning potentially. Being able to set down the circle to do the rock and start things going is really important. Being able to challenge the whiff-to-whip attempts by using the anti-air command grab and close space. It's super dangerous, of course, but right now nothing's showing that, hey, I can make this character work in this matchup.
That's far. SBA with the knockdown. The rock is still available as well. Ult skill DP, get me out of here.
Home doesn't block high, gets a hit, but it's still an uphill battle for PP Man. Forced to spend that old GG to get things going again.
Ooh, the whiff punish.
Oh, that's huge opportunity here for PP Man. Has 50 meter to make things happen. Gonna spend another one. Yep, spending the EX whip, but unfortunately not quite enough to get the full combo and baits the DP. Man, on the board, able to secure that. Was down on life the whole time.
Now that I think about it, that Galleon 5U, does that cover like the entirety of the screen?
So there's a quick version, which is like 18 frames, and it only covers a little bit over half screen, and then the charge version that does do full screen.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yep, and it detonates the rocks regardless of which version you use, but right now, PP-Man putting on a clinic here. Getting close to perfect here.
Yeah.
Oh, and there it goes.
Instant overhead serving as the air-to-air in that scenario. 5H in order to get the punish. And, I mean, it just fully depends on what you want to do if you're nothing at this point. Yeah, what I was gonna say is that that match wasn't just like so one-sided that you did the character swap, especially coming from winners, but it's just a matter of like how you're trying to close this out. Do you want to potentially see a reset, or do you want things to end right here right now? It seems like we're just gonna go with tried and true and do some doom posting after the set is done about that initial pick as we go to the Rizzler, you know.
The Rizzler, yes, of course. Or is also immune to Galleon's pressure too. So, but yeah, this is definitely the right choice. We've seen nothing utilize it a lot, being able to call out GG, which is a big part of Fairy's game plan every time. But we've seen PP Man set up this a little bit differently. We're just using DP as a spacing tool.
Yeah, that is the big aspect of Nothing's success against PP Man. It's just doing these shallow jump-ins right outside of like her DP range and doing them empty as well to not extend any unnecessary hurt boxes. Kind of getting that space for free.
Oh, using the roll to challenge the rush punch too. Just to make sure, okay, you can't set up the command grab super, but it's just going to get caught out of the punch, and PP Man again on the board. Really convincing round too, no less. Had to spend a bunch of resources, like all the Bravely points, but able to get it going.
PP Man ready. Okay.
Again, PP Man just so ready to call out those jump attempts. Even if the DP is blocked, it's still advantage for PP Man, so Nothing, of course, forced to do something about it. And unfortunately, just getting caught by that old GG there. Oh my gosh, what was that interaction?
That was a Sandapod ass jump button with that disjoint. I don't know, bro. Like,
I think Sora's a little bit more handsome though, so it works out. Again, this is where Sora's wants you to be in the corner, taking all this pressure. And yeah, PP Man just waiting to call out a punchable option. That EX DP, it's not invincible, but it's super fast, high priority, and PP Man ready to punish.
Yeah, Nothing does eventually find what they're looking for with the hit. Life lead. Instant brave counter just stops some of the bleeding here from PP Man.
Yeah, old punch does have armor, so you're able to beat out a lot of options there. Finds their way in, tying it up the score. Oh,
hello.
The rudeness. Oh yeah, spend that too. We're gaming now.
There's a mind getting built up. We're brave countering. We're reversing. Nobody wants to take each other's stuff. Just like, man, DP, anything.
Yeah, absolutely. You see PP Man 2 being able to space out the DP appropriately. Using the EX2 to make sure that it gets the hit and secures the corner. And now Nothing. Just trying to navigate slowly, utilizing that DP. And yeah, just trying to crush any sort of attempts, but PP Man just really patient.
Okay, flexing on him a bit, showing these different options, just kind of influence neutral game. Oh!
Oh no, this is a huge opportunity for Nothing. Gonna be able to get the crush into the Raging Strike, getting the EX follow-up, but not quite enough to get the full kill. Is in chip out point, so gotta do something, but not a lot of skills available to Soras right now.
Yeah, you see PP Man was showing that backdash, probably just in case there was a brave counter with Nothing, just staying super patient, picking their spots, right? They weren't apt to panic and show like any DP or brave counter. Just like, no, buddy, you're the one that's in chip territory. I'm just gonna wait until you think you're safe, and then that's when I'm gonna throw out the dash punch.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Using a fast option too, just to close it out. Close space. Definitely difficult to spot dodge at times at that range too. And again, we're seeing that EXDP just break through a lot of priority options from PP Man. Even if he blocks it too, it gets rid of the GGs. You know, that's really critical in this matchup too. And if they're spending the EX. But right now, Nothing. Oh, good trade there. Hoping for a normal GG, but yeah, that old GG able to trade really well.
Ooh, off the earth. Brother.
Yeah, getting the crunchy counter hit. This is a huge grip of damage. This is actually a dead Fairy. Low life. Gonna be spending the SBA and taking the lead in the set.
Yeah, Nothing has been able to find these chunky counter hits time and time again. I wonder what it's a matter of. It could be PP Man looking for the wake-up buttons. Of course, he has those phenomenal L normals. Maybe it's Throw Tech. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. But either way, it's big damage and big momentum here for Nothing as they're trying to go up 2-1.
And again, seeing that rush punch challenging the GG. It was blocked, so it's plus, and gets rid of the GG entirely too. So, PP Man forced respect in the corner now. Gets to throw this time, finds it. Have to imagine nothing was trying to go for the throw bait with the jump slam, but PP-Man able to find the answer, gonna spend the SBA. Yeah, and forced to do some sort of funny mix.
Interesting SBA usage there. What, like, if there was a hit found, would it have comboed? I don't know.
Yeah, if you do EX whip and throw him to the opposite side, right?
Oh,
And then the
okay.
combo. Yeah,
I understand now.
trying to implement some sort of 50-50 pressure, but you know, PP-Man finding the answer anyways, gonna do double rage, try to secure the round.
Alright, pretty important round that we have here, right? Victor of this is either going to be on a tournament point or reset point respectively here for Nothing or PP-Man. So, more importantly though, if Nothing's able to find this set, you're basically undefeated with the swords. It's going to be a real confidence booster for the remainder of this set.
Absolutely. And you see too, PP-Man just trying to play this out a little bit slow, waiting for that source to come in close space. That EX whip, again, just ready to call out those rush punches. As long as it's not the ult skill, which PP-Man does have to be wary of. Not anymore, sorry, my bad. Spends the ult VP. That one is invincible, so you can't challenge that one.
Alright, ult knockdown, GG.
Oh, going in. Have to imagine that maybe PP-Man wanted to cancel it a little bit earlier, but has 70-70 meter on deck from Nothing, so ult rush punch is an option. PP-Man's got to be ready for it. Can use the ult GG, it's gonna use the ult DP, just say get off me, stay away. And again, you're in that scenario. Oh, spends that too, that's dangerous.
Yeah, if you're PP-Man, you have the life lead, but you're a little bit scared, right? You have no bravery points, you're stuck in the corner here. There's this surely angry man that wants to murder you. Like, oh god, some knockdowns, what do we do?
Yeah, and the problem now is if they get hit by the ult command grab, they're dead, but PP-Man able to answer with the ult DP, taking the lead.
That was good presence behind the PP-Man. Just, you know, taking it slow, measured approaches, making sure that you don't suddenly explode, because there were definitely multiple opportunities and options that could have had that round go south very fast.
Yeah, and PP-Man, good awareness too, just recognizing, I'm just going to up back. Like, you can't kill me that easily. You don't have a lot of funny air hit confirms too, so PP-Man in control of this next game, game 4.
Yep. Tick pressure, so much patience from PP-Man.
Yep, and ready to punish, that is available to you, so PP-Man gonna be able to secure a nice combo. Doesn't have a lot of resources to spend to reset this pressure, but again, PP-Man just in control right now. Nothing has a lot of meter to spend though.
Snaps to the corner. Oh, 5H, it was a lift 2H there from Nothing. The PP-Man's able to capitalize. They are well on their way to a reset point, it feels like.
Think about, okay, what am I doing differently? You know, what have I done in the past to make sure to secure these rounds? Do I need to rush punch more? Do I use the EX rush punch? How do I close space to make sure that I can secure this game? But right now, PP-Man not making it easy.
Yeah, even if these aren't confirmed, these are still very valuable hits that are being blocked here, because, again, it's pushing to that corner. Oh, that was something that had a ton of utility within the first time when these two met, with that ult skill dive, but PP-Man having some PTSD, memorizing that is something that was so explosive, not opting for any low mashes in this sequence.
And again, we see the SBA, no real cash out on it, but Nothing able to navigate it pretty okay. Nothing in the lead with the life too, has a lot of resources available. Uh-oh, but getting the hit here from PP-Man, this is going to be a good grip of damage to get things going.
It's the knockdown off the combo limit. Whoa! Got caught on the landing?
Yeah, that caught on the landing. Air blockable, PP-Man resets the bracket.
Well. There it is. What a way to go. PP-Man gets the set over the Soras. And again, trying to kind of turn the matchup on its head of what's been the history between these two and showing that they're ready for the Soras now.
Yeah, and again, PP-Man is starting to set up these baits to these rush punches again, using the EX whip more often than using the GG to call out. I've seen a lot of reward here from Nothing when he does get in and starts punishing the closer GG calls, but just like that, gonna get the counter hit confirmed, gonna cash on a good chunk of damage though.
Okay. Yeah, it's feeling like one of those very PP-Man controlled games, right? We're seeing kind of like in and out play style and just the opponent running into buttons time and time again. Just banging their head against the wall, trying to make something happen against PP-Man's relentless control.
Yep. Oh, there's the EX punch. Oh my gosh, this is a grip of damage. She's dead.
Why did I speak?
Oh my goodness.
Rethink our strategy.
It's just like, you know, Beatman has control, but you mess up one time and it's curtains. You gotta be really careful of that positioning. Nothing showing again. EX Rush Punch, pretty good button it turns out.
Double Brave counter this early, though, is a decision. It is ambitious. It wasn't even for corner positioning or anything. It's just purely for momentum. It's just like, no, bro, I'm in there.
Yeah, once I maintain that advantage, trying to go for 6-8 armored, but unfortunately, people being able to answer. Uh-oh, another counter hit. But yeah, trying to reset some sort of setup, but nothing ready to answer back.
Hello?
Oh, ancient times, but yeah, no real confirmed off that. Unfortunately, didn't have the resources for it.
Jeez, I truly believe that spinning double Brave counter that early for nothing really dictated the way that the rest of that round worked. Like, they just did not have, like, that much to play with. And we're trying to just go based off of, like, a ton of reads. The PvP man going for that reaction check. Even not having 25 meter available, which is still, like, pretty pivotal in itself. Nothing was just taking so much damage.
Yeah, just, you know, decides to jump the EXGG and gets a jump light this time, but not a lot of resources available here for PvP's. Got to wait for the GD to cool down. Has a DP available. And right now, nothing's just maintaining this pressure with the plus frames.
All right, far 5Ls, looking for that EXDP, no dice. Looking for anything. Patience.
PvP to flinch. Really good patience. Forced to take the throw, and yeah, unfortunately, that low's gonna clip, and nothing on the board here in the reset bracket.
The will to keep blocking and the will to keep striking. Coming up on top here for nothing, though, as they keep up the relentless offense. Just looking to keep the matchup up close at all costs, whether it be Brave counters, reversals, whatever it may be, in their face.
And again, calls out the EX Rush Punch really early. You see PvPman starting to set up this GG zone where it's like, oh, I would normally call GG here, but not doing it, so that way that the EX Rush Punch is spent, and then PvPman can maintain that pressure.
Alright, so we keep the knockdown with the old school GG. Catches the... what had to be probably an escape attempt from nothing.
Yeah, unfortunate timing on that auto combo, whiffing. Wanted to use the M whip to throw him back into the corner, but right now this is looking really good for nothing. And an unfortunate drop again. Nothing on life support. Has SSBA on deck. Has to imagine they want to get in and do a command grab. But yeah, using the priority, unfortunately not quite enough. PvPman securing the round.
Hey.
Battle 2. Engage.
Whew. Okay, yeah, roll for it out of the corner, BC in order to maintain a knockdown. But one of those signs of the huge counter hit close heavies that we've been seeing nothing land to quite a huge rate within this set thus far.
PvPman trying to navigate this matchup a little bit more. Has the first time GG's really been set down to use some pressure. And again, catching those rush punches really early.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, she's dead, Jim. Yeah, you gotta... I have to imagine that, you know, PvPman was trying to spot dodge or something, but missed input or who knows. But yeah, that ult rush punch was super strong in this matchup.
Yeah, you gotta deter just if you're PvPman. You do not want nothing going up 2-0 within this set. The confidence booster.
Now PvPman navigating, yeah, even using that floaty jump to kind of maintain the pressure with the buttons too. Again, Sora's not having the best anti-airs or really best conversions, so able to jump away a little bit more freely, and PvPman just really controlling space with normals.
Okay, SBA confirmation, gonna be allowing for the combo, push into the corner, and potentially a setup too. Will it be EXGG? Oh!
Yeah. Fortunately, not quite enough to get the space off the wall mounts, and uh-oh, now it's party time for Soares. Is able to take a command grab, is going to do a bunch of damage, though, so has to be ready for it.
And they go for it!
Is. But just barely out of range, so unfortunate. PvPman able to continue securing game 2.
Man, if they just dashed up a little bit more, it might have been money based off what PvPman's actions were. They were holding that down back. Did not quite work out.
The tying it up, one apiece. PvPman maintaining that composure and just trying to lock in. Good utilization too of using that whip to call any sort of rush punch and just getting easy confirms. Nothing. Trying to also really cash out too with the EXDP. Of course, PP-Man doesn't get a lot off of it, so maybe it's a trade worth doing in Nothing's favor for every time it does it. But it's a challenge, and right now, oh, and there it is again, calling out the rush punch. PP-Man's so ready for it.
Yeah, can't get the side swap that they were looking for with that cartwheel, but I mean, they still have the life lead. Able to whip punish on the dive. But speaking of whip, on the whip dive kick, there's a huge opportunity for Nothing to kind of bring things back in their favor.
That did so much corner carry. That is crazy. And right now, yeah, Nothing gonna do aggressive BC to maintain the corner pressure. Right now, PP-Man trying to, oh yeah, throws in the corner, but PP-Man just caught running, unfortunately, and Nothing able to cash out a chunk of damage. Not quite enough to take the round, I don't think. Oh, it is. My bad. I'm a liar.
They spent everything that they possibly could in that scenario to get it done as well. Raging strikes, old skills, EXs, just anything that equates to damage, check yes to the checkbox. Like,
Absolutely, you know? If it kills, it kills. We don't carry meter over as much as I want it to be, but PP-Man starting off really strong in this round too.
GG right on the front just to impose a threat to force Nothing to walk back, walk themselves into the corner, have the full range of the screen behind you to work with, which is much to PP-Man's delight.
Yeah, and again, we've seen a couple rush punches go unpunished. Oh, an unfortunate spot dodge timing. Not quite enough to get the full punish. Nothing going in with the close counter hit. Going to be cashing out a bunch of damage. Enough to SBA, and is going to spend it to get the refresh and take a diamond away. PP-Man on life support.
Powerful position to be in. The throw! It's enough damage to kill. Oh my gosh, that was a grip.
Yeah. Fairy being low life. 1 diamond, it's hard to contest. You know, we've been seeing Nothing cash out a lot of the close heavies, so maybe PP-Man waiting for another one of those, and good awareness of Nothing to spend it on throw. Uh-oh, double BC round start immediately. We saw this happen last time. Maybe Nothing's saying, hey, I can change this, trust me.
Let's see, we have the lockdown, embedded spot dodges, anything, trying to make it happen. Having some reactions for these overheads.
Yeah, 1 point per player too, and you know, right now Nothing's got to be loving this. Wake up super, it gets the hit. Oh my god, that did so much for no reason.
Bro, escaped the mix-up, completely took the life lead, and put PP-Man in this do or die situation without many resources to spare. What a clutch spot dodge!
Oh, gets the ult. Tornado 2 doesn't have enough to do. Raging strike confirmed. Yeah, now right now, PP-Man in. I think the life lead, but yeah, able to find the button press anyways. Nothing on tournament point. PP-Man got to figure out, okay, how do I adjust? How do I not explode? It's a challenge.
Yeah, but it's been a great set on the verge of ending here. I'd love to see more games. It's just a matter of if PP-Man can make this adaptation to what's been such a stressful match, I would imagine, for probably both players, but I feel like more for PP-Man. You know, Nothing is really applying the pressure right now.
Yeah, we saw PP-Man able to do it before, you know, took the 3-1 to reset the bracket, but right now Nothing making all the adaptations they need to. PP-Man able to escape, but not without spending a BC, so down to 1 point. You have to imagine once they get SBA, let it rip immediately to refill on that and not take as much damage.
Okay. Oh, all the bravery points utilized at this point in time, okay. But PP-Man, we've seen them dodge the raging strike before, but I don't even think that's really the big issue here. It's Sora's. You can't get hit by anything as Fairy at this point, dude.
Oh, but the old tornado able to punch the spot dodge, the rush punch, but not quite enough to get the full round. Uh-oh. We're in plus frame territory, and yeah, PP-Man recognizing there's a gap there. I got meter, spend the cash.
You can tell that Nothing wanted it. They smelled it. It's just like, yo, I need any strike. Like, if I get like any strike right now, it is a high likelihood that this match and tournament is over.
Absolutely, and you know, trying to chip out 2 was definitely an option once Soares was in install mode, but PP-Man ready for it. That's the first time we've seen it all set over the, you know, 7 games or whatever now, but PP-Man slowly making these adjustments and starting to show, hey, I can bring this back, I believe.
Yeah, just refusing to make a mistake at this point in time. Oh, wow, was able to clip through the armor thanks to that old skill DP. Snatches to the corner. PP-Man looking really pretty in this sequence here.
Yeah, but right now, finds the EX whip, gets the confirm, and this is going to be a kill. PB-Man tying up 2 apiece. Now you have to be worried if you're nothing. Like, oh man, have they really figured out the Soras, or do I just need to clutch up a little more? What's going on?
Yeah, and that's been a constant divide. I mean, not for nothing, both these players are able to make really phenomenal adaptations back and forth, it feels like. This set started out where it looks like, yo, PP-Man coming fresh off the losers finals, like he's ready to go, and then nothing, bringing it right back to it looks like they were just about to close out the tournament. PP-Man said, I got one more in me. The final round here of the tournament.
Oh, but a good rush punch to get things going. This is starting to look really good for nothing. Cashing out a lot of damage here. Setting up the plus frames. Both players at 100 meters, so ready to use. And PP-Man able to escape with the DP.
Okay. Snatch forward. The instant throw checker from nothing.
Going for the hard tech too, no less. So ready to call it out. PP-Man on 1 diamond, so it's going to start taking additional damage. Nothing on 100 meter, has SSBA, has the install available to them.
Ooh, no confirm off that far button. And it's the run-up counter hit of their own. I don't even know if we've really seen PP-Man go for that like that for real within the set.
Yeah, you know, you save it for the back pocket to make things happen. Now all of a sudden, PP-Man on tournament point. Coming down from the brink.
Oh my god, early BC, the BC right back at you, maintaining right corner positioning, the offensive BC.
Of course, yep, maintaining that extension with the DP and being able to call out the rolls too. Good awareness on nothing, recognizing, hey, I've got the opportunity to punish, but PP-Man, oh, an unfortunate drop. Have to imagine they wanted the full confirm there. Set up in the GG. Uh-oh, here comes nothing, ready to party.
Oh man, no bravery points. With the old skill off in the distance, the resources are draining. PP-Man trying to just cast this set in for all that it's worth, but there's the armor. Nothing able to take advantage. Final round.
Battle 3. Engage.
Yeah, unfortunate timing for PP-Man, but yeah, getting the early lead here with the DP. Nothing definitely wanting to end this as quick as possible, sending all the aggression in. We saw initially that Nothing doing grappler jumps and just not pressing buttons when jumping, but now just wants to do full-on aggression, force PP-Man to think.
Early brave counters with the life lead, but all it takes is one. That could be the one. Here for nothing.
Uh-oh, and now, yeah, PP-Man's going to have to figure out when's my turn. Finds the jab, able to slowly escape this corner. But 100 meter available, so got to be worried about the ultimate rush punch.
Okay. The EX, dash punch straight in. I don't care about the GG. Old skill DP.
That could have been death, but PP-Man able to figure it out. Oh no, the ultimate rush punch, and this should be enough to take it. Oh my goodness, nothing. Your Daybreak 525 champion beating PP-Man 3-2. What a reset.
Congratulations to Nothing. That was really hard to call in terms of how it was going to go at the end of the day. PP-Man showing that, you know, just simply play perfect neutral. I can spend these bravery points early. I can just lock out the screen and try to keep you at bay all day. But just Nothing. I said it. All it takes is one. Just finding that initial maneuver when the bravery points are so low and you're playing a character like Fairy, who is so fragile, able to bring it all together in what was a really cool grand. It was really interesting to see those two go back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, good showing to PP-Man too. You know, lost initially to Nothing on winner's side, able to reset into the bracket pretty convincingly too. It was 3-1, but yeah, just a couple different decisions. It could have went either way, but good showing to both players. And then of course, Shubu securing 3rd place.
Yes. Shout outs to all three of them, really, who have been Daybreak supporters in completely different ways. I mean, Nothing and PP-Man constantly showing up as competitors. Shubu, one of our rotating commentators here, is deciding to play. Wanted to have fun with the new patch. I hope that they did. I hope that y'all did have fun joining us here for Daybreak. Appreciate Dave pulling up for the top 4 commentary. It was fun to yap with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Thanks for sneaking me in through the back door. Much appreciated.
Indeed, yes. And yeah, that'll close it out for the May Daybreak. So as I said earlier, June schedule being figured out, but I do believe that the tournament is going to be moving to Wednesdays. I did my research. WASD does host on Wednesdays, but they host bi-weekly. So I think my plan is to host on the off weeks that WASD doesn't host for Grand Blue. And then, like, I'm seeing nothing for Uni on Wednesdays, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. So that should be good. I know there's, like, a lot of people who play in the online local. I don't want to cause double bracketing issues, so there'll be, like, a new day, probably still same time, definitely same Matcherino, and same place here at Plus Frames GG. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter. Sorry, what's our... there we go. I typed exclamation point and every command that wasn't the one I was looking for. It's exclamation point PFGG. You follow us on Twitter to stay up to date with all the Plus Frames GG happenings, including when we post the new Star GG for June. Coming soon. Give me a moment. Join our Discord if you want to get pings for the tournaments as well. You can get that Daybreak alert ping under the notify section. And that'll ping you for all the Daybreak updates. And cool thing about our tournaments, we multi-stream on YouTube every time, which means as soon as the stream goes offline, the VOD will be immediately available on the YouTube live section. But that's going to do it for tonight. I got a couple of things I need to handle for the night, but it was cool gaming with you gamers. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm going to send you over to another Grand Blue Rising streamer that, or someone that's streaming Grand Blue Rising right now that I'm super familiar with. It's going to be Church. Say hi. Be nice. Have yourselves a good one, and we'll see you all next time.
Later, gamers.